Swing low.
Do you think the light is weird? It feels very yellow, but whatever. It's all good. I think we're live. Do you think it's fine, or do you think
No, I think it's going to be totally fine.
Okay.
Let's stick with the really bad lighting theme throughout the whole time.
Well, it's just kind of filtered sunshine, so maybe that's
We're
okay.
under an umbrella, which is great because it's going to be hot.
2 umbrellas, 2 girls.
Good. Let me just do this.
So, good morning. I'm already schwitzing. Is that what they call it? Is that what they call it? Because that's what I feel like I'm doing. Sounds better than boob sweat, but it's the same thing.
Sheila, could you not have sent us short sleeve tops?
Oh no, I love it. I love it.
You know what? I love.
Do you feel like the light is totally screwed?
Oh, you know why? Because it's on night mode.
Okay, I knew there was something weird. Okay, and what about the...
No, night shift off.
Oh, Jodi, so much better.
That's only me seeing the iPad.
Okay, so much better. We can handle this, right? Good morning, Texas and Northern California. They're probably baking. And Montreal. Hello, hello. Scotland. What? Stockholm.
Hello, Ohio.
You guys. Good morning, Adela. That was Twinnies. Buy me a Coke.
Right. I am drinking a Coke to get my caffeine on.
Oh my gosh, I probably should be. I'm still on my coffee, which is actually a double espresso.
This is my coffee. Okay, do you know?
And cheers, y'all.
I should have put mine in that cup. I do love it. Adela and I bonded this week over Crocs.
Did you?
Yes.
They are... I have such mixed feelings about them because they feel so good on your feet.
Right.
They're fabulous.
Like, I feel like people...
I don't even say mixed feelings. They just feel great.
No. People like Croc shame people. It's a thing. I just think there's closet Croc people.
They're probably my first clog shoe that I ever had. Like the clog style.
I have so many pairs. Actually.
Oh yeah, you wear the flip-flops all the time.
Adela, you need to get flip-flops.
And then you have the ones with the little shearling insert.
Oh my God. I'm not kidding you when I say you could probably gather 15 pairs in my house.
Somebody was just shouting, DFW is in the house. Wow. Hello, DFW.
Good morning. I have Croc. Yes. Vincent, good morning.
They're actually, I've got a pair that I use in the yard all the time, but every time I put them on, my feet go squish, squish.
And don't they say thank you?
So good. Yeah, I should probably get another pair.
I use them to work in.
And they've got super cute, like they've modified things to make them look like little, like Chuck sneakers and...
Runner,
I think the mall still has a Croc store.
Yes.
And really, they're the best shoes for, like, kids, too, right? In the summer.
My kids wore them.
Okay,
Hi, Detroit.
There's no Croc shaming. What is wrong with people?
Laura from Edmonton is in the house.
What?
Flojo flip-flops.
Laura should come over.
Oh, this coolish breeze this morning feels so good.
Doesn't it feel good?
It's been hot.
I thought we would switch our table and give people a new view today.
That's so nice.
We've moved all of 5 feet.
Yeah, we've just swiveled. We've pivoted.
It was a pivot. Does anybody notice how cute our t-shirts are?
Good morning, Robin. Hello from Ottawa. She loves Crocs too.
Look at this.
Look at Sheila.
An awesome package in the mail this week from Sheila of Urban Girl Yarns. Mwah. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
That was so fun this summer when we got a chance to chat on her Zoom.
I so enjoyed that. I'm always the one that says, yeah, I'll do it. And then the day of, I'm just like,
well,
can I cancel?
Because she said something about, tell us about your journey in 45 minutes. And we were like, wow, we don't have that much to tell. We really don't have that much of a story. But it was more interview style, and so that was really fun. We got to answer questions.
Right. And then I get to it, and then it's fun.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun because it was live, and you got to connect with people.
Look, all we can see is Sheila's head.
Well, how great is her logo? But she's also got the shirt. It's a Pride shirt.
We love
Pride version of her logo shirt.
I'll wear anything Pride related.
I'm wearing like flip-flops and shorts.
I'm wearing my sequin Pride thong.
Right.
To go with my
Pride t-shirt. And your pasties.
Ooh, that sequin thong might chafe.
Can you imagine? Mm-hmm. But good morning.
Good morning. We're the Grocery Girls.
Oh my gosh, we're doing the introduction?
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
We are...
Andrew, I see you. I'm Jodi.
I'm Tracie, and we are in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Vincent, you don't want to see that.
We are sisters.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people ask.
Yeah.
And Grocery Girls is because that is our family business.
Yeah.
Over 50 years, our parents have had the neighborhood grocery store. So we could not figure out a name, and we thought, let's just go with Grocery Girls. And 4.5 years later, it's still there. We thought, we can change it whenever.
I know. But then look at our logo, which I'm in love with.
Totally. I would never think of changing it.
Yeah.
First time catching you live,
Hi,
Jessica.
Jess.
Hello.
Welcome.
Illinois. Is that super hot right now?
Hello, Netherlands.
Wow.
Denver,
Denver.
I miss you. Denver, I love you so much.
Totally, I miss Colorado. Could you imagine being there right now?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. We never had a chance to go in the summer.
Did you bring the Hue Loco thing?
Oh, shoot. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I gotta go. I'll be back.
Bring it. Right. Okay. So
And here I thought I was so organized.
Michigan, Maine, is that not a bucket list this time of year?
List, Jodi. That whole area. We need to do a road trip.
Actually, Shane, I would like to fly down to the very east coast in Canada and take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, and explore and drive down the Canadian coast into the US. And that is such a bucket list for me. I feel like though if I get there, I may not want to come back. It's my number one bucket list in the North America, that East Coast. Ridiculous.
I remembered that it was this one.
Yes. We just looked again at this yarn from Hue Loco.
Hold the phone.
I was just saying
Thank goodness you remembered.
I know. I was just saying that is my number one bucket. North America trip, Canada East Coast down through upper
I would love that.
US
Wouldn't that be
East
fun?
Coast. Yes.
Wouldn't it be fun to like rent a motorhome one day and
Yes.
do that?
Actually, it's funny.
And we could put our feet up and knit and then just sort of get out
The
when
guys
it's time
can
to go
golf.
for dinner. Yes.
Tracie, our kids are all old enough we can leave.
Nicole wants to know if we have the whole Hue Loco fall palette. I think so.
I think so.
I think so. We have a whole bunch to share, which is so fun to be able to do a sneak peek. Hi from Vermont. Yes. I want to come for. You know when I wanted to go to Vermont? When I watched Diane Keaton Baby Boom.
Yes.
That's when I was like, oh, well, clearly I need to go move to Vermont.
Good morning, Scotland. You know what? I just also said I fear I might not ever come back.
Well, that's for sure true.
Yes,
right?
Vincent, we can start from Montreal.
Okay. I think next time we go to, y'all should host a yarn version of Supermarket Sweep. Oh my God.
Okay, we used
really fun.
We're jumping all over
We
the place.
still do those. So Adela thinks we should run it, like have a grocery cart and people going crazy with yarn. We still do those in the grocery store with groceries, and they're like a huge event because the whole store prepares, right? Every department. The meat guys are making these giant packages of expensive cuts, and so this person can just go through and grab all the stuff and expensive cheese, and we let them walk the store and plan a route, and then it's way too much fun. Put grocery carts all over so they can, once one's full, they don't have to go back. It's really fun. That's a great idea, Adela. Let's do it in your warehouse.
Yeah.
We'll come down, you'll have all the yarn, and we'll get a winner, and they can do Lola Bean grocery cart sweepstakes.
People would lose their shit.
The end. Done.
Yarn drop.
We could figure it out.
Yeah.
That would be way too much fun. I mean, it really is. That's the most fun thing. I don't know, doing fun stuff like that. I love it. I would love that.
I mean, what's more fun than giving gifts and giving giveaways?
Nothing.
I mean, that is my favorite thing to do is give people stuff.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's say a shout out to our dear friend Gay of Gigi Made It.
Yes, it is one day past her birthday, which was a big deal.
I
love wishing
50
people
years young, 54.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Another year.
I love celebrating people.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love wishing people a happy birthday.
Hi, Virginia. Somebody just mentioned Jimmy Bean's warehouse. Can you imagine hosting it there?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
It would be super fun. So I actually feel a little bit like that when I put prizes together. Like you put them all, you get
scissors. You get scissors.
There's books and patterns
yes.
and yarn and,
yes.
It's like, well, this yarn goes with this yarn, so you get those 2 or 3 skeins or whatever. It's really fun. So thank you to everyone that's so generous and always send us such cool stuff. Hey, we should share something right now since we're talking about people sharing things, birthdays, and
I have no idea.
I have
what
something.
This is.
Yeah, Jodi's like, what? What's going on? This has been downstairs where we normally do our videos
Okay.
for like 3 episodes. And we have been out here, so I keep forgetting things. But this package came all the way from Australia.
Did it really?
Yes.
I can't even.
So this can jog your memory. Like
I was going to say,
was this
have
2
those.
summers ago? So
Yes.
this is from Tamsin.
This is the view we were showing it.
Totally. We were outside in the backyard. She did these, I believe, for our birthday, but they're so cute.
Good morning, Gigi.
She is brave little buckaroo, and she's in Australia, and she's an amazing maker. She does amazing, cool things.
So, I am such an admirer of this craft.
Oh, I'm doing it. I want to do it so badly.
You
I
guys,
just never do.
This isn't the background. She has also stitched these hearts.
Yeah, that whole thing is like a gradient of hearts, and then she stitched the I can't even.
And then, it's
I mean,
so
it's
beautiful.
treasure. It's
Yeah.
treasure. I would love.
I
look
have
how
mine in my
beautiful-
office. Mine just says balls.
Look how beautiful those little hearts or their flowers
Yeah.
and French knots are. I need to kick my kid out so I can make an office.
You do. Yeah. Sooner than later.
Okay, so this spring, a couple of months ago, I guess, Tamsin made a pattern, a new pattern, and all the proceeds go to Black Lives Matter. All the details are on her website, but this is what the pattern gets you. It is Stand in the Gap.
I love this when I saw it. Of course, in Gigi Orange.
Yeah, and it says Stand in the Gap, Gay Glaspie.
I see the tag on the back.
It says for Jodi, so you don't have to make one, because you said, I don't want to make one, I just want one of those.
high maintenance.
Yes.
I gotta send her. Do you have her address? I gotta send her something. Look,
And-
it's even quoted gay on the bottom.
Yes, that's part of the pattern. So this one says
I wanted this.
for Tracie, so you can make your own.
You're way less
Don't ask her
famous.
for this, you guys. No, it's pretty high maintenance. She made a kit for me.
Really?
So I purchased the pattern when it came out. You guys can still all do
Everybody
that.
can buy the pattern.
You can go get the pattern, but then you got to assemble all the goodies. But she sent a kit. She said she does not sell these kits. She sells other kits, other beautiful kits. So treat yourself to one of those. But this is to make that, and those were gifts.
Oh my God.
How gorgeous is that? So that's something I really, really, really want to do. And actually, Jodi, if we ever knit ourselves into an injury, this might be
I'm thinking ahead.
alternative craft.
Right.
No, I just really want to do it.
Because
too.
you could have a brace on and still.
Perhaps, I guess. But really, I think I would get a great amount of satisfaction out of doing this. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful?
I am thoroughly touched and
Totally.
grateful because I know so much work goes into these handmade crafts, and I will treasure this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Totally.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tamsin. And she sent...
What a cool name.
Isn't it cool? She sent the Australian afternoon.
I would like
Twinings
one of
tea.
those.
Well, there's a whole bunch. She
Okay,
said-
good.
So we can
I'd like a
share
couple.
those. But if you go to her shop, she sews beautiful things. Knit ourselves into an injury. Been there, done that. We have done it.
Put that on a button.
So if you go to her shop, you will find beautiful, beautiful bags.
You guys, this is all pieced, quilted together.
Yeah, it's like a quilt square, and she's designed a drawstring bag around it. So these you will
Now
find.
she's just showing off.
She is one talented lady.
She is.
You will find lots of beautiful things in her shop, and she sent 4 bags.
What?
She said, keep them, use them, look at that.
That's really sweet.
She said, keep them, use them, give them as prize, spread the love, whatever
I
you
feel
would like.
I mean, we've been treated. Let's
All
treat
the
other
time.
people.
Totally. Look at this one. She's made little quilts, like, what do you call that when you do that?
Patchwork.
I guess piecing patch.
Yeah. I don't know.
But they're all these beautiful. Her website, if you go to Google, Sophie, and type in Brave Little Buckaroo, she's got her own
you guys,
website.
This is a beautiful.
But I just
bag.
thought this might be a fun way to kick things off, and so you can see, because we're talking about the gratitude when people send things, and then we get to do prizes with them, and we could not do that without this incredible generosity. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look
They
at
smell
that.
good.
I can't get over the hearts and the
The heart's pretty.
pride.
I'm reluctantly
So-
giving that back.
You can always buy one. which I love too.
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Support your makers that you love, you guys, especially now when we're not having shows. There's no real shows on the horizon yet. I know that's what's happening with a lot of my shopping.
Oh, Gay has the bag with the heart.
I saw, Gay. I saw.
So you too can have a matching.
And so basically, how great is that?
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I should do this. I should just get on it and start it. I'm afraid it's going to be a tangled, thready mess.
It doesn't.
I feel like
It may. But well, who knows?
I don't know if I have the skills. I don't know if I have the
Tracie,
skills.
if you can knit, you can cross stitch.
What makes you think that?
I don't know.
Hi, George.
Georgia! We're podcasting! Be a little quieter.
She probably has her headphones in, which her hair covers.
So then you think she's
So lots of times I
ignoring
just
you.
think she's ignoring me, and then you kind of get snippy about it.
Okay.
Snippy? Snoopy. Snitty? Snotty.
Bitchy.
Totally bitchy.
Do you know, okay, so Oilers, Edmonton is a hub city, as well as Toronto for the NHL playoffs.
Yes.
Which I feel like we're really lucky, although we're not seeing anyone because there's a bubble
There's
downtown.
like 14 NHL teams downtown.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right, but get this, the 50-50 draw, Alberta could only, sorry Adela, Albertans could only buy them. Each game played, there's a 50-50, right?
Yes.
And you do it online.
It's only Albertans that can buy those tickets?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Alberta only. I guess you can fudge it with IP addresses. It reads your IP address as you buy the tickets, right? And so, unless I'm getting that part wrong, regardless.
I didn't know that part of it.
$5.4 million
Is the pot. So you win half of that.
just for last night's game.
Right.
So-
It's record breaking. World record breaking 50-50 draws.
Yes.
So when you go to the game, we would always buy a bunch of tickets, right? And it wasn't uncommon to win $20,000, $50,000, $75,000. This is way more.
I just said to Shane last night, why
Can you imagine
this
winning
game?
$2.7 million because you bought a
Yes.
ticket on a hockey game?
And guess what, everybody outside of Canada? Our lottery winning is tax-free.
Yes, it is. That's all your money.
You get every single penny. If you win a 50 million lottery, you get 50 million.
Newsflash, it's lawn mowing day.
Yeah, but we're good. Our microphone's close.
Whatever.
As much as we're hearing it, it's just background noise.
I literally think at 10 o'clock in the morning, he thinks I've got to go mow the lawn.
Adela would buy her own liquor store.
Would she?
Really?
What would you do with 2.7 million? That's a good question. I'd actually, off the top of my head, I overanalyze things. But obviously,
You know what I would do?
you know, pay off houses and all that kind of stuff.
I would hire someone, like a house manager.
You know what I would do? I would for sure build a house, not necessarily bigger.
No, because you have to
But
clean
I
it.
really like the whole, like, choosing everything, choosing all the finishes. And of course, you can always improve. Our house is not big. I don't want a big house. I don't want to clean a big house. But now I would have to put a bar in it for when Adela comes over. Because she'll have her own liquor store.
I feel like Jimmy would do the tasting. He'd be the,
Well, there you
can
go.
I offer you some rosé?
I would love it if they would just come up here and Jimmy would cook for us, because I'm loving the posts of what he made for dinner.
Cooking
Like-
is my least favorite job.
I'll
I'll clean the cat shit every day if someone would cook for me.
I would do a lot of things every day if someone would cook for me.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know about cat shit though.
Wink, wink. I would do a lot of stuff every day.
Yes.
Okay,
Anyway.
so what have you done this last week? Long weekend. We just came through a long weekend.
Which felt like it is, because
Yes.
every day is so weird with COVID. Yeah, we did. We had a long weekend. What did that mean? Nothing really. It was the same.
No different.
My husband went to work on the Monday.
Yes.
I actually went to work on the Monday.
I worked on Monday at home. I did.
was so happy to have something to do in the office that I went in and did that. I did the
Why?
accounts payable thing. So it was not a big job, but it was like, hey, I'm going to work today.
I
Whoop,
never
doo-doo-doo-doo.
remember that.
Somebody's knitting hedgehogs. So what did I do this week? I'll show you what I did. I knit hats only this week. I hope people aren't too terribly bored.
I only did hats this
I
week.
think this is like an official hat chat episode.
That's so exciting, actually.
So I'm happy to share. And I drew our winner. I feel like I'm a little more organized this morning.
Adela's buying a house.
Oh my God.
Do you love watching her escapades on Instagram.
Adela, I saw the houses you're looking at. I wish I was coming with you. Isn't going to look at like
It's the most fun.
open houses and show homes one of the favorite things ever?
Get the pool.
Get the pool. We'll come down. I will babysit Lola. I'll make something for dinner while you and Jimmy put your feet up.
Listen,
And I'll sleep in a sleeping bag out by the pool. I don't even need a real
We're
bed.
not high maintenance.
We're coming. Is that okay?
We grew up with a pool at our mom's. We're professional at settling in poolside.
Totally.
And watching the kids for hours.
Totally. And I highly suggest a freezer in the garage full of popsicles. Because you pretty much go through, because the neighborhood comes over, FYI. The whole neighborhood's going to. Although maybe in Georgia, everybody has a pool. It's so hot.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because not all the houses she looked at had pools.
Okay, well here in Alberta, pools in the neighborhood aren't so...
Our season's so short. Good morning, Vincent.
Our summer doesn't really require a pool, but it was an amazing treat. I can remember when we were kids and Mom and Dad were like, we were having a family meeting. Dad was pushing for a hot tub, remember? And he still doesn't have his hot tub.
They have the perfect patio out back to do that.
It was so many years ago, and it was such a good time. And let me tell you now that grandchildren have literally grown up going through it, and our sons, our brothers, got 2 boys. They have their neighborhood friends over now. It's an amazing thing.
It so is.
It's a memory maker, right? And I guess in Georgia you could use it a lot. Way more than here.
I feel like they could use it almost all year.
Way more than
if you were to put the temperature of the pool up a little bit.
Totally.
So yeah, the weekend kind of came through uneventful. It's hot as
balls
here. Yeah.
I made a great dinner yesterday. I thought to myself, okay, I'm not gonna cook because the house is already too hot. I'm just gonna do that. And then, oh my God, you're gonna want to do this. The one where you do grilled tomatoes, avocados, corn. Do it without avocado.
Love it.
You could put whatever you want in it.
So that's quickly in a pan, just cook the meat.
Love tacos.
We had barbecue chicken the night before with microwaved baked potatoes.
Yum.
Steamed corn and tomatoes drizzled with balsamic glaze.
Somebody says we're glitching. Are you guys having issues with our...
I'm actually not seeing any more
comments.
10:21. What time is it on your thing?
10:23.
We'll just keep going a
Can
little
you guys
bit.
If things are okay, if things are not okay, thumbs down.
I just heard someone sneezing.
Oh, I wonder what that's all about. Are we having issues with internet?
I don't know. Oh, you know what I could do? I could stream it through my phone.
How do you do that?
Just the hotspot.
But then it uses data?
That's okay. Remember Jackson said the other day how much damn data we have?
Okay, good.
That we pay for?
Here's your phone. Here's your phone.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, we're attempting to fix.
Okay, so I'm just gonna... Oh!
Freezing. We're back. Ah! Okay, we're back.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything because everything's come back until we have another issue.
Okay, so this might be a good idea. We're just going to quickly we'll get into knitting, I promise. But last time when our video uploaded, there were a lot of complaints about 1 million YouTube ads.
I changed that.
So we did not realize that apparently YouTube just sort of
defaults.
Changed something in the background, and we didn't know about it.
And clicks every box on where you want the video or the
because we never enabled in video ads before.
No, but I went in and it was actually
right. So we don't mind them at the beginning or the end, but we wanted the video in the middle to be clear of that for you guys. So you changed it, and it's
I did change it, and then I think we stopped getting comments.
Poor people that watched it at the beginning. Apparently, it was so bad.
But it's annoying because I know when I watch a video, because yes,
maybe YouTube sent us an email and I just deleted it and didn't even read it. Maybe
I don't know.
That was going to happen.
I probably did it on the back end.
But anyway, I don't mind a quick little ad at the beginning.
It says
but
you're gone.
All the way through the middle is bad.
Yes.
You're gone. You're trying to get people to buy ads for other podcasts or every 3 minutes.
I don't want to do that.
Anyway, that was sucky. And I hope it's fixed.
Okay.
I hope it's fixed. So we have lots of fun things today. I actually feel like I have fun things and then not so much.
You have not so much fun things?
Well, I have everything we have are fun, but I just don't feel like there's tons of stuff, so hopefully it's all good.
Bra ads. Probably because I talk about not wearing a bra sometimes.
We're blurry. Oh. Does everybody think we're blurry, or is that just maybe someone...
Maybe I should just stream through my phone.
Okay. This is going to be fun later. Good morning, grocery girls from Washington. Refresh if you're blurry. Okay, now I've got people saying...
I see it fine. Yes, blurry, blurry, blurry.
I don't know what to do.
No, you're blurry. Blurry doesn't blurry. Clear on my end. Refresh your browser.
Wow, it's like a 50-50. Some people are having issues and some people aren't, it seems like.
Okay, so I'm going to just for a split second.
No, we're not. Oh, now we're live. So I think when you go into settings, it's not live. Oh, now we're live. So I think when you go into settings, oops. Sorry, you guys. Oh. Oops. Sorry, you guys.
You're blurry and frozen, and then Jodi will try to write a song and that rhymes. Yes, I will, Kim. Okay, we're back. There you are. You're back. Perfect. How do we look?
Sorry. I mean, that's the downside.
Oh, and not blurry. Oh,
that is the downside of doing this live. If the internet does a thing, then it screws up. So we can certainly go back to just recording, but we always really like doing
this is way fun.
I know. We just really like this.
Yeah,
we don't want to go back.
This is really fun.
Okay. What a boring. I apologize to you people watching later. That was boring.
Sorry, just fast forward a minute or two.
Yeah. Boring alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weren't you going to say something? That you got something to announce?
As if my brain can remember 5 minutes ago.
You just said, oh, I have something to announce.
I did?
Did you do it already?
Did I say it?
Did I miss it?
This is us coming from the extended care memory.
Oh, didn't you just say and you went to grab something? Were you going to say something from your list? Or did you say it and I missed it? I'm totally serious.
Now I'm really confused. Maybe we could announce our winner from Ravelry last week. I did.
Okay.
That's what I was saying, maybe, that I did actually make a few notes this week.
Right.
So I do feel a little more organized.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Anyway.
I saved an Instagram post.
Wow.
That's as far as I got.
I have a couple of things. I should have done some dream knitting because I haven't been doing much other knitting.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
Some people are trying to jog our memory.
They're
Thanks, Terry.
You guys are like, was it going to be the parade of hats? Oh, the hat parade is coming, Caleb. Settle in.
Right.
It's coming.
Should we start with showing some knitting?
Yeah, let's do that.
Now that we blabbered
Jodi,
for 28
I want you
minutes.
to start. You have something amazing
I
to
do,
show.
and I showed it last time, but my Rosy Sunshine hat.
Jodi.
No, Rosy Sunflower hat is...
Carson's hat knitting too. Okay, that, honestly, Jodi.
So it's a chevron pattern, but the mohair is purled, so it's kind of recessed, and it makes this squishy...
It's such a cool fabric, Jodi.
It is such a cool fabric, and there are options in the pattern if you don't like the mohair fuzz. Like
Sure.
you can hold a lace weight double, a fingering weight double. You could just do straight
do
DK.
another DK?
Right. Yeah.
You know what would be fun too is to do, if you're holding fingering weight yarn double, use your mini skeins.
Yes.
Right?
Like use your imagination, people.
Isn't that fun when you put out a pattern and then people just do their own spin on it?
Is it still blurry?
Oh my God. Gosh.
So this is out today. It's on Ravelry. It's called Rosy Sunflower.
Okay. I love it, Jodi. I loved it last week. I love it even more this week. I love that color combo, the grello, the gray and yellow.
This is Julia. I don't remember this pom-pom, you guys. I'm so sorry. We'll have some other I'll have some other pom-pom suggestions very soon. We'll have something super exciting. This is Julia from Vivid Yarn Studio. She's a local Alberta gal.
Love her.
And
beautiful yarn.
There will be suggestions on Instagram. She does have kits online. And she's got some other suggestions, not just this color.
She has beautiful colors of yarn.
She's got really beautiful
colors of yarn.
Yeah. I don't have my patterns on Etsy. It's only available on Ravelry. So that's available today.
That's gorgeous.
That's I named it.
I love it.
Did I tell you?
Congratulations.
Did I tell you I named it after my dead cat?
You did.
Okay, good.
You did. I thought Dead Cat Hat had a nice ring to it, but it,
Oh my God, it should have.
Yeah. But I do like, I think Rosy Sunflower is a little more classy.
That's so funny.
Okay, so I was hat knitting too, because So,
oh, yay.
So earlier in the spring, like when we were supposed to go to Knit City, I did the sweet and tartan socks. Oh, I should have had those.
Oh my God, I love
But I thought
this.
when I did the pattern, plaid, are you kidding me?
You need to do everything.
I want
in
everything
that.
plaid.
Yes.
I want a onesie, I want a sweater. I am starting with a hat. So this was, all I did this week was knit versions of this. So I'm sorry if it's super boring. But what I did for this one...
Did you match the yarn to the pom-pom or the pom-pom to the yarn?
You know what, Jode? I wasn't even so thrilled with it until I put the pom-pom
No.
on. So the yarn I used, which I love, of course. So this is DK weight yarn. And these are both by Flock Fiber, from Kim of Flock Fiber.
Stop the presses.
This one's called Oxidation. And it's like a beautiful, like river rock. It's got chocolate brown and caramel and charcoal and little warm bits. I love it. And then the contrast color is her Antique Shop, which I just think is top 5 color of all time. I love, 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 love.
Oh.
But with the Antique Shop, I just held a little bit of the mohair from my Paloma
So just
sweater.
the one?
So this was together as the contrast
Look
color.
at the halo right here.
And it's just a super easy, you're knitting stripes, it's mosaic knitting, so it's one color at a time, slipping a few stitches, easy peasy. But
you gotta knit this.
I love the way it turned out.
Did you write the pattern?
I want to, that's next. I think I'm gonna, I would like a cowl, I would like mittens. I'm not even kidding
Okay, don't
you.
make us wait. Do it one at a time.
Do it one at a time. Well, the
Yes.
hat could be soon.
Good.
So then do you ever do this? Do you like knit it and think, oh,
Yeah.
I want to change this? Like I didn't love the decreases when I did that.
Of course, I have the perfect example
Okay, good.
today.
So then I decided I'm going to knit it again, but now with these neutrals, I want to knit it in a bright color.
Yes.
So I pulled out some woolen. This is Hue Loco, her sport weight.
That is
Woolen.
amazing.
So I have a swatch. I mean, seriously, this is all I did this week, you guys. Here's a little swatch in gray and zest.
Is that what this is?
Of the woolen. This is zest. And this is jade.
Gosh, those are beautiful.
So it's like you could totally get 2 hats if you're going to do this.
Yes.
So I decided to make a bright color
Whatever.
one.
Just add pom-poms.
I just thought, and I added a bobble, an optional bobble, but I changed the brim and I changed the decreases. So to me that was
You perfected
getting
your pattern.
closer.
You
Getting
can
a lot
still you can
closer.
still use this for the. Oh, you changed the brim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to change that brim. I'll still use it as like here's a non-bobble version.
Yeah.
I think you can do it like super unisex.
I love
For
the
a
two
man,
versions.
no bobbles, no mohair maybe for your guy. Or you can go wild if you like bobbles, great.
Who doesn't love a bobble?
Well, I personally love bobbles. So I'm knitting one last version for myself. That was woolen, Hue Loco. This is my one I'm doing right now for it actually is going to match my winter coat. I feel like it's going to be for me. So this one is mohair and bobbles. I combined them.
Is it DK weight yarn?
It's DK weight yarn. So this one has Polaroid from Yarn Ink.
Oh.
And this is Inky, which is more Flock Fiber. And then my mohair is one I just showed last week, actually. It's from Leo and Roxy Yarn, and it's called Quartz.
Oh, man.
I mean, maybe it's just me. I think this is really fun to knit. And a hat is so satisfying, Jodi.
Is it?
You know, like I can...
2 days and your
seems
hat's
like
done.
every day my husband came home, he goes, you're knitting another one?
Yes,
Like, what?
Jeff. Yes, Jeff, I am.
Out of my way. Don't slow me down. So that's all I did this week was knit hats. I wish I had this one finished to show you.
That sounded like the lawnmower exploded.
I wish I had that one to show you. This one's actually, I'm knitting it one size smaller too, just to see for fit.
Good morning, Claire Rice.
Anyway,
We needed you to watch us too. Tracie.
fun, fun, fun.
Okay.
So that's it, Jode.
Okay, obsessed with this one.
I do like plaid. I do like
These
it
colors
a lot.
are just, well, and look at this pom-pom. It's just like,
Isn't it a great pom-pom?
yeah.
That one is, did it say inside? Oops.
No, I didn't look.
This one is from Yarn Bowler.
Yes.
Yarn bowler. So she does amazing pom-poms.
That's like she made, like it was looked like it was a made pom-pom
feel
for
like
your
this
color.
pom-pom was waiting for the hat,
Yeah, I
the
do
right
too.
hat. That's why we buy pom-poms, so many of them. It's like one day I will knit a hat and then you'll have the perfect pom-pom. So you like the plain one. I like it too, Jode. I like it too. Thank you. It's really fun.
Carson just ordered 10 yarn bowler. You'll love
Did
them,
she?
Carson.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, you will not
totally love them. And this woolen yarn, I honestly think it's one of my all-time favorite yarns. I said to my husband, feel this. Like, it's so soft. It doesn't feel, it's 100% non-superwash wool, and it feels super
But remember we
soft.
talked about how amazing it was?
But I don't know why it's like that.
You guys look.
There you go. There's a cuff. There's a swatch.
I'd wear this.
Well, you can have it.
Actually, it's funny because those tubes for sock tubes that we knit, I had a little portion that was just, I didn't use, I guess. I don't know why it was so small.
yeah.
And both ends rolled.
Oh,
Maddie
cute.
wore it for 2 days on her wrist. It was kind of cute.
That is cute.
Yeah. I like that. Wrist warmers.
And you know what? I feel like I needed you over here because I'm using my husband as a sounding board. And he's like,
they like everything.
well, he goes, yeah, I don't like yellow. I said, what do you think about this? Isn't this a great combo? He goes,
no.
everything but the yellow.
No.
And I was like, okay, you are obviously not my color sounding board.
Yeah. Shane will be the same.
He loved this. This was his thing.
They love their colors that they're gravitated to and can't see that
He
that's
would
a really
love
fun.
olive green and gray and a navy and all that stuff. So I'll knit him one too. I love knitting him a new hat every winter because he wears it every day.
Then you know what you should do? Everybody gets a hat this year.
Ooh,
That's it.
that's a great idea.
Granny said she wants hat, gloves, and what else? A cowl.
She saw this.
That's what she's
and
told
she
me.
goes, I want a cowl and a hat in this.
For
she
Christmas.
said black and something else.
Yeah.
So
Maybe a
it's going to
silver
be done by the fall.
tray. And then don't add anything else.
Well, I think that's great.
That's
right?
a beautiful gift. No, I'm just saying for you, you like to go, oh,
I know.
I'm done.
If there's
I can
time, I
add.
keep knitting.
Can you imagine December, selfishly knitting for yourself?
Like I'm still knitting the December 24th. I'm still knitting
Yes.
because I think, I can squeeze in one more hat. So I probably won't do that this year. So it's fun, Jodi. You are the hat queen, and it's very fun to. I have some accessories in my brain. I don't know. I feel
know.
like knitting
I'm the
some
same
things.
way. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now is I want to get, I didn't put out a pattern for months.
Yeah, and I haven't felt like this for a while, so it feels good to just be playing.
Welcome to the,
Oh, it's trash day. Haha.
it's trash and mowing day. We can look forward to
Good.
that.
We're gonna get a nice view of the garbage trucks today. Isn't this Polaroid color by Yarn Ink kind of everything?
We're going with the blue. It's amazing.
Like it's got the little bit of blue in it, but it's got like copper and pink and.
So will the final version have pom-pom or no pom-pom?
I think I'm gonna have a whole bunch of pictures in it because I'm obviously gonna knit a bunch of these. Yeah, somebody said woolen is worsted weight. There's actually 2 weights of this woolen yarn. Nicole has a sport weight and a worsted weight. So if you love the worsted, you would totally love.
Oh, it's
Which
so,
I feel like I get very similar gauge to DK with the sport.
I
For
do
sport.
too.
Like even when I look at the thickness of these yarns, so I think that's great, right? It's
Yeah, it's
very
versatile.
like versatile for gauge. See, I feel like that's really close. So I'm getting the same gauge with both yarns. I love it. I'm gonna cast my next sweater is when I pulled out that yarn. I think I'm gonna knit a nice quick DK sweater. with it.
Tracie, can we expect that in the next few weeks?
I will start a new sweater this week, so you guys aren't bored. Yeah.
No, can we expect?
The hat?
What is this?
You know what, Joe? Did you catch a stitch there? What is that?
Did I catch it? I must have caught like a thread
Oh, you pulled
of...
a ply? I don't
No,
know.
I think I pulled like a thread of mine through it by mistake. I'll just have to take that out.
So yes, Jodi, you know what? Maybe today I should write my pattern.
You should
see
and
if
get it
anybody-
out.
yeah.
And then in 2 weeks it can be published,
Right.
right? Okay.
That's the Jodi Brown schedule.
My testers have come to know me. Actually, though,
Can you knit this hat in 24 hours?
actually they got the cowl and I said, you may be surprised to know this is 4 weeks out. I was surprised too.
That is surprise. That's super
Thoughtful.
The planning? Who
Right.
are you?
Okay, so I also knit a hat.
Let me see. Stop it.
So this is going to be a new pattern. It is going to be a basic beanie-ish, I've never done a
Jodi, I love
folded
it.
brim, you guys.
Don't you love it?
So this is, you cast on with provisional, knit it, and then I like this little purl row partway through. It makes a really crisp fold.
It does.
And then after you're, after you're done your brim, and then it's striping. This is not going to be the final hat. I'm going to show you the version it will be, because this brim ended up a little bit wider than my stripes, and I want them all to be similar.
That's why you can just
Tweak it
till you're perfect, till it's perfect
so
for you.
people wouldn't know, but for me, I needed to knit it again for sizing.
You knew in your brain what you wanted it to look like, and if you want uniform stripes, right. So I gotcha. I totally get it. So tell me how you decide on this for colors. Were you knitting for Mom for Christmas?
No, I just had those wound.
Okay, that's one way to decide.
I had those wound, though that spun right round. That's Renee's DK, and I've used it for so many patterns. I love it so much.
Look at the pom-pom.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's a hairy pom-pom. Yeah. So it's really classic. It's going to have 3 sizes. It's a folded brim. Obviously, you can sub out any ribbed brim that you'd like.
You would wear this every day.
Yes.
You have your black coat, your black vest.
Yes. I wanted classic. I wanted clean lines.
Yeah.
I wanted stripes because I love stripes.
Me
Obviously,
too.
This would be great for minis. A lot of people put out DK minis, or you can hold fingering together to get the right gauge.
This
is going to be the one for the pattern, because I tweaked the...
What yarn is this?
Renee.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
This is Dr. Amp.
Oh.
I had 2 skeins of this, and then this is her pigeon colorway.
Jodi, I love it.
See, and now I just be able to, now I was able to, tweak the stripes so they're literally
Jodi, it's super
the
cute.
same.
It's super
the same width.
Cute. Love it.
And you guys, this folded brim still stays really snug on your head.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
I just wanted something different. I like each pattern to be obviously something different.
Totally.
This is gonna have 6 stripes.
The speckles are really, really, really fun.
I love that.
And this is another one of those things that are like...
Make it your own.
We've got single skeins of stuff hanging around. This is the perfect weighty... And you'll get at least 2 hats with 2 skeins. You could do them reversed.
Right.
Jodi, it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Nice
so
fabric.
This will come out sometime in September. Middle of September, maybe. My Addy... What were those? Squared?
Rocket squared.
Yeah. Love.
I would like more of those.
These needles. This is a 4mm needle. My yarn is cut off right now because I actually, for some reason, decreased and closed the hat last night, and I put it on. I think.
Wow, that's short.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't need my ears to be warm.
It was so ridiculously small.
It's so
And then
pretty.
I went and looked at this. I was 2 full stripe. This is where I closed it.
You were way ahead of yourself.
So I had to pick up my undo it.
Although you're back.
I do love cutting my knitting and pulling it back.
Yeah.
Picking up the stitches.
And I feel like with a hat, even though I knew I wasn't happy with some things on my first hat, I just finished it because it's going to take just as much time to finish it as to rip it out and start over. So I might as well have a hat.
I agree.
Even though it's maybe not the pattern, but.
So this will be written this week, and then I'm on to my next one.
What do you think about this pom-pom?
I love, because you can't ever find one to match.
No, so
I love that you picked a light
one.
one. It's like a snowy rabbit.
I did. Yeah.
Who's Pom-pom? Yarn bowler?
It's a yarn bowler too.
Yeah. I didn't have any yarn bowlers but one. Oh.
Yeah. Beautiful, right?
Are we gonna say that now?
No.
Why?
No.
Is it a big secret? Still a secret? Okay, got it.
Let's just have a meeting right here live on YouTube. We should do that. Let's get slightly organized.
That's it for my... No, that's not true.
I don't know. You can. You can if you want.
I just didn't know.
Peek. I don't care.
No.
Now everybody's like, that's rude. There's an inside secret, and we're talking about it and not sharing it. That's rude.
Okay.
You're right.
Do you have more knitting?
No. Actually, no. How bad is that?
No, it's not bad.
Just hats. 2.5 hats.
Do you guys remember last week? I was gifted 2 skeins
Yes.
from Leo and Roxy.
Yes.
And it was the Patches to Patchers colorway in both.
It's so pretty, Joe.
First of all, I thought to myself, and I said it, I wonder if they have DK. They did, and I bought it. It's already been shipped. But I cranked a tube
Look how gorgeous
of
it
their
is.
Patches to Patches fingering weight.
It's awesome.
It is awesome, you guys.
It's so people don't know, like we get lots of questions, what does crank a tube mean?
I knit this really fast on a sock machine.
A circular sock machine, so hand cranking, and
Yeah.
the machine did all the stitches.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievably
I
satisfying.
did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
4?
5, 4. My arm was gonna fall off.
Oh, it's not. I feel like one day I'm going to have this giant bicep just from
I feel like it was a workout. I mean, I was sweating. Not really, but it was close.
Somebody wanted to know, what method do you use to avoid a jog in your stripes?
For my hat,
Yeah.
I actually, if I was knitting a striped sock, I would knit into the bottom stitch when I came around. But for this, let me show you.
I think it's because you switched to garter, because I found the same thing on this.
Yeah, when I switched to garter, and then I was able to, I cut, because they were so long in between my
Did you cut all your
switching,
ends?
I did cut my ends because I feel like if you can snug it up a little bit more
You know,
and not get that jog.
there's lots of ways to do it.
Yeah.
I'm over worrying about jogs in my you can slip a stitch, you can,
Yeah.
pull the one up from the bottom and do knit 2 together. But we took a class on stripes from Vera Valimaki, and Vera doesn't even worry about her jogs.
Yeah.
So it's totally up to you. If it's going to drive you crazy, you can do a few different things, but
Yes.
it doesn't, unless it's super obvious, it doesn't drive me crazy anymore.
No.
So I don't worry about it too much. But there's lots of good little techniques that are so easy. I like the one where you just slip the first stitch sometimes.
Yeah. Something easy.
The
Something-
first one I learned is where you pick up the stitch from the bottom and then do knit 2 together. That's easy too.
when you come around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on your second row of
Second
color.
row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really easy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one was Tobacco Rose by To the Macks
Jodi.
Yarn Co.
What?
That tobacco color is just
I
amazing.
love that gold with the pink.
Yeah,
What
and the
else? What the
navy.
colors? Navy.
Navy. And then this was the
Jodi, I love it.
Stacking Bricks colorway
I love it.
that I dyed. Whatever. That I dyed.
You dyed it? I love it.
And then, because everyone's getting socks for Christmas.
Okay, can I have those ones?
Yes.
No, I don't care. Give me whatever you want. But
The
I do
beau-
love it.
Beautiful Patricia from Paradise Island gifted me this for my birthday.
And that's Shirley Bryan yarn.
Shirley
I don't
Bryan
know
yarn.
what color it is, other than
It's amazing.
who wants a kick-ass pair of
this.
socks? That's what it should be called.
I love it.
Somebody, Kay wants to know if we wind the cones into, or our yarn onto cones. And I know you're supposed to, and they recommend it, but we don't.
No.
We wind a very loose cake, and I like taking it off the outside.
I do it from the inside.
Yeah, and I think that can screw with your tension a little bit.
Yeah. Unless it's,
It's very loose coming off the outside, and I never have any issues off the outside.
yeah, you're right. I have less issues on the
Yeah.
outside.
But you have to make sure you're wound your yarn in
Yeah.
a way that, because the only secret to using a sock machine is keeping it like clean and not dusty, and make sure it's oiled and good working to condition. But tension is literally everything.
Yes.
The size of your stitch, the thickness of your yarn. And if we use the same size stitch and don't change anything and use a BFL yarn, Blue Face Leicester, it's much stickier and woollier. And to get the same gauge, we would have to make the stitch bigger.
Yes.
It's all about tension.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
f-
we've learned anyway.
I feel like we've gotten the hang of a real good tube.
I know.
Nothing
but
else.
We need to figure out the heel, like a short row heel and the short row toe, and we could do a whole pair of socks in an hour.
I feel like one of these weekends I'll take it home and just watch YouTube videos and just
Yeah. I just honestly have not made the point of doing
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's work.
Somebody says they want a demo of our sock machine. There's just a million videos online already for people that know what they're doing, people with way more experience. Our demo would just be going like this.
There's
and
tons
you
on
watching
YouTube.
a tube coming down.
Yeah.
There's tons.
That could actually explain
Yes.
properly.
Tons. So I don't think we're going to do a crank party live.
Yeah.
It's honestly not as exciting as you think. But it is super fun. So if you have a friend with a machine, or maybe there's someone in the area.
There are people that will charge and crank your tubes or make your socks on a sock machine for you.
Right.
My God.
Okay, how about this? The Knitting Loft in Toronto have a sock machine, and they make sock kits with a tube and a mini.
Oh, that's...
They send you the mini and a cranked tube as a sock kit.
That's great.
Yeah. So you could go to the knittingloft.com and check that out if they have any. But I did notice that they had like some cozy knitter socks.
Actually, if you Google buy sock tubes, there's lots of makers I know on Etsy that do sell the cranked tubes, you guys.
You're right. You're right. I love it. And
totally tubular socks. Yes, I follow her.
Yes. So there's lots of great ways. The Knitting Loft is my new obsession, says Vincent.
Hi, Bernadette. She's knitting my Advent pattern from last year, the hats.
Aw, so cute.
When I get my yarn, I'll start on mine 2.0.
Do you want to share this?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Did you read about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this was really, it was one of those things. This lady sent us an email and said, we're a Canadian company and we're two women. And they actually had a Kickstarter to start their business.
Helga!
Which I thought was really kind of fun, right? And that was a couple of years ago. So
yes.
People obviously had a lot of faith in them and they wanted what they had to offer. So what they put out right now is called the Great Canadian Yarn Adventure. And it is is it bi-monthly or quarterly?
Do you want me to?
I think it's quarterly. So these are things actually that came in their last kit.
Look at that.
So they are highlighting Canadian companies, which we're all over. We think that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So they have a yarn cafe, the Village Len Yarn Cafe, and it's after their Kickstarter, October 2019, it came to be. I just want to see.
It's in
how
Ajax,
often.
Ontario.
Quarterly. It is a quarterly yarn subscription.
Okay.
And yes, they're in Ontario. So
I feel like quarterly opposed to monthly, then you feel like you can do the project.
Right. And then you can finish the project before you've got the next box waiting for you. I totally agree. So this is the one for June, I think, if I'm doing the math right. And in it was Trailhead Yarns.
Ooh, that's
who
pretty.
does like linen and I think wool-free yarn, or for what I remember of her. This is a cotton nylon blend, and it's mini. If I take this apart, these are mini skeins, and this is a large skein right here. Like you get.
Oh, okay.
It's a full 100 gram of the gray and 3 25-gram mini skeins, and it's really pretty. Like I love the gray.
I do love this color.
And
Bush party.
Yeah, and you get super cute little add-ons. So this one, you got these little wooden stitch markers that came with it.
You got this enamel pin.
They've always got a theme for each one. So they've picked like a national park or something Canadian. This one is all about, excuse me, Algonquin Park, which I didn't know about, but it's apparently Canada's oldest national park. So you get this cute little postcard.
Yes.
And then the whole box is built around that. You get a little candy.
Do you get a pattern?
You get a pattern. Oh, you get a sticker.
Oh,
Isn't that
so cute?
See? So you get this cute little book, and it tells you all about the yarn, and it tells you who makes the stitch markers, which are also local. But it's telling you about the designer.
Is that the pattern?
That's the pattern.
Ooh, it's a tank top. Shoot, I wish we gave this away in June.
Right?
Yeah.
So here's the pattern. It's not quite a tank. It's like a t-shirt. So there it is.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
And I said to her, now wait a second. I mean, you can make this pattern is very size inclusive. It's from extra small, like 29 inch to over 60-inch bust.
Nice.
So there's only 2 or 3 sizes that you need more yarn if you're one of the larger sizes, but it is available. So if you get this kit and you think, I want to make the pattern, but I don't have enough yarn, they've already covered that, and they're very conscious of being size inclusive, so that's important to them. But you get this cute little book.
And you get to buy the extra yarn at discount.
Yeah, I don't. Is that what it said?
No, I don't know.
Jodi's making shit
I thought
up.
you said that.
I did?
No. I don't know. Sorry, I should say that. There's extra
We
yarn.
were doing so well. And it's like, put the brakes on. Totally went off the rails.
Didn't you say it was like at cost, the extra yarn, just for this?
No, I didn't. I don't think I said that.
Okay.
I did not say
Where
that.
did you read? Let me read about
I
size
sent it
inclusive.
because I sent them an email. But let me tell you, the thing is, it's optional. But you also, you get
No, it's discounted. You told me that.
Okay, well, if you ask the ladies, they'll set you straight. We don't know. But you can also make a gorgeous shawl with all of this yarn. You don't have to make the t-shirt.
Right.
So if you don't want to make the t-shirt,
Yeah.
or you just don't feel like ordering more yarn, you've got your kit already, there's a lot you can do. This is 735 yards of cotton nylon yarn.
Yeah, that's a lot of
You could do
yardage.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then on the back, it tells you about Algonquin Park and why they picked it. And so the next kit that's available to them is in September. And I think it's normally a secret, but they said we can share who the dyer is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Our friend Dick. Richard DeVries,
I
who
love
does
him.
amazing yarn, is the featured dyer for September. So
Wait, you guys, if you're
It will
not
be
familiar
gorgeous.
with Dick of Richard DeVries yarn,
I don't think he likes you to call him that. But
no, he does. He asked me to call him
he's
Dick.
Richard to most. We're allowed. I think.
He's Dick to us, but he's Richard to you.
Listen, he's amazing at what he does, and he's the sweetest human. We adore
It's
him.
Dick DeVries Yarn.
Love him.
Co.
But you might know him more as Richard DeVries in your local yarn shop.
Jeez, you guys.
I don't know what the kit theme is. Like, I don't know which.
Dick's theme? Oh.
I don't know which national park or whatever.
Yeah.
He's Dick to us. New t-shirt, says Vincent.
Okay.
Sure.
The stitch markers in that kit are penises.
I think you're high. I swear to God. Richard DeVries. So the yarn will be beautiful. I don't know what the color theme is. I don't know what the pattern is. I don't know what the... Can this guy blow any more leaves?
No, it's lawnmower of your neighbor behind us now. So the guy on the right, we're waiting for the guy on the left to start.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about the kit. I don't know what national park it is.
Do you guys know we did an interview with Dick?
We did.
Yeah.
That was fun. Over
We
at
talked
Mom's
a lot
house
of
by
Dick.
the pool.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
He's a sweetheart. Anytime I could spend time with him, I would love it.
Oh my God, that man is a riot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
we
have
love
a
him.
pair of pajamas with French bulldogs on it, and I think of him every time I wear those pajamas.
Right. He is naughty, the naughtiest naughty man, and we love it. Okay.
Talented and naughty.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
A winning combination.
So everything we're going to show you guys, of course, will be in the show notes, which are found on Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jode, what else?
I have yarn.
We have other fun things to share. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can flash Hugh Loco, which is such a treat.
Oh, let's do that right now.
Thank goodness you remember, Jodi.
Well, because I feel like I love ruining a surprise. So
Well, this is a treat. I still can't believe we get to do this. So,
show this color.
well,
show this.
tell everybody what this is.
This is Nicole of Hugh Loco is now starting to release her fall 2020 palette, and we're lucky enough to be able to show you a glimpse of what comes out on Friday.
It is exciting.
So this week it's a color called Honey, perfectly paired with Juicy.
It's got that color where you open up the yarn and you go like, like it just like blows your mind. This is totally one of those ones for me. So here we go. Here is the actual, this is her colorway. It's called Honey. I just can't literally even, I can't. Look at the speckles. Look at the color combo. This skein of yarn is her spun sock XL, which is
Oh yeah.
so it's 150 grams. It's a big bad boy.
I wondered it looked big.
And it's merino cashmere nylon. So you get 600 yards on one skein.
Wow, that's nice.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And then this is honey on mohair.
Jeez.
Right? Did you lose it, people? Because I lost it by now. Like once I saw, I was like,
yeah,
done.
Yeah,
done. So honey is, if you go to Hugh Loco tomorrow, you will see this. If you go on her Instagram tomorrow, you will see it. She's allowing us to flash this for you guys, and I just can't even.
But you guys, look at this. We have it next to Juicy. We've seen it next to Juicy. These were made to be a pair.
It's just so stunning. It's a
Yeah.
really golden, autumny gold. Like it's not that bright, springy yellow. It's
Yes.
just, and I feel like this Juicy is like apple picking and fall leaves, and there's like
honey.
dead leaf, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
crunchy leaves. I just think it's absolutely stunning. So
Okay, so
mind blown.
those are out, available tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't message her today.
There's
We'll get-
also a 50 gram set.
What? The heck? It's a fade.
It's a merino sock 2020. It is incredible. This second one is the honey one. So there's one that's a little bit more saturated with that gold tobacco-y color.
Oh God, I can't
And
get
then look at this.
I cannot get over it.
I think this held double for a hat.
Oh, I love it so much.
So this
Everybody
is-
loved
wow.
Juicy. So last week was the Juicy color, which was that amazing pinky peach. She said this year they've decided to do a fall palette that's vibrant, like in the vibrant, not muted or neutrals, but vibrant. So I think you're going to see lots of really cool bright
So this
colors.
is the Juicy. Here's the first one that's darker.
Jodi. Yes.
Yeah.
She's, I mean, masterful with the fade and the speckle. I mean, just amazing. Wow. Holy
Holy moly is right.
Holy moly.
So Hugh
Isn't that
Loco,
fun?
tomorrow's released for her 2020 palette is honey.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pair it with so many things, but I just want to make some kind of shawl. Isn't that just awesome? The mohair. I can't even, you guys. I can't even.
Oh my God.
And of course, Hugh Loco, they've got it on so many bases. So when you
Yes.
go to her site, you're going to see, this is tomorrow. But you can go now and see what Juicy is on, and it's on singles for shawls and different sock yarns and bulky, and she's got so many bases.
So many bases.
So it's a great place to yarn shop.
Good
right?
morning, Kim.
Juicy 50s from last week would pair well with that. Yeah, that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes.
Yes.
Incredible.
I have mohair up my nose.
Okay, show us something that you have. Do you have yarn?
Jodi. Tracie. What kind of question is that? Actually, just a
I don't have
little.
as much as last week.
Just-
last week I feel
if
like
I'm
I had a
being honest,
lot.
I just have a little. Okay.
Yes, a love note sweater, Jane.
Yes. Love note for sure. So in my little Hohi & Co. box bag, my sock, no.
Actually, you guys,
Yeah, it is. This is the box bag.
I forgot to
Aw.
show mine.
Look at us twinning it up, tripleting it up.
This was a gift from Tracie for my birthday last week, and Hohi sent me a gift.
We know your number. Lucky duck. So in here is yarn that I haven't shown. And it is a sock kit.
Are you going to do a pattern?
This is again, I got to show you on
Here.
Instagram. So you guys are hearing a lot about Leo and Roxy.
They're newly discovered for us, you guys.
Yeah, so
we love them.
Canadian women, they're out in Ontario. And again, they used to work at a yarn shop and then bought it a couple years ago.
Love that.
I think that's really, really cool. So they have a yarn company. They own the Little Red Mitten yarn shop. And this is one of their...
So what are they doing with their days?
probably eating bonbons and laying in the hammock. But this is called their work sock set. And
you guys.
It's... What?
You gave me the pink one. I feel like you should have had the pink
Jodi,
one.
I have I'm good. I'm good.
I love this one too.
This pink one that I'm showing you, I believe, is on pre-order because the pink was a big hit. This one is called their Kinder Flamingo.
I do love.
Oh, it's so pretty. And they've got a bright purple accent and then a hunter green. I fell in love with this yarn. It's a marled sock yarn. So it's still 80/20 superwash merino nylon.
It's amazing.
But it's cream and gray.
I'm going to crank a tube tomorrow doing this.
Are we cranking tubes?
Just one.
But you get this amazing fabric, and when you buy the work sock set, you get a pattern for like a very nice. You get the sock that you see in the picture.
I'm gonna order another. I'm gonna order 2 skeins of the green.
I ordered 3
because I'm knitting these for Shane for Christmas.
Jodi, they're so nice. I just thought, I know I'm gonna love this knit up, and you're exactly right. I'm gonna make gifts. I'm gonna do whatever. I actually thought I might do mittens.
The only socks my husband wears are the work wool socks in gray or navy. I'm not kidding you.
Well, now he can have ones that you make.
These are going to be the ones that I knit for him for Christmas.
How cute is that?
Yes.
So you can buy the set, but of course if you have other yarn, like minis or whatever at home that you want to add.
Because he's a size 13, I'm going to need 2 skeins. Bigfoot.
I love it. I love it. So as much as I was knitting hats this week, I was thinking about socks too.
Yes.
So
I keep cranking tubes and done nothing. Nothing.
Well, we will. And actually this week, our giveaway in Ravelry, our COVID, spread the love, spread some joy, aren't we all sick of being home, is sponsored by Leo and Roxy. This is what they sent. And I remember I told you it was a big box. I ordered 3 skeins of yarn and this giant box arrived.
You guys wait.
I know, Adela. She's just bragging, right?
Yes, they did. Yes, Adela. I can attest.
So this beautiful bag arrived with our... That's right, Adela.
They wear big socks.
Big socks. Big feet, big socks. So they have something in their shop that you can get. It's called their organic cotton or something like that. Oh my God, I'm the worst.
We have no idea.
It's just called organic. It is 70% organic wool, 70% eco wool, 30% organic cotton.
Ooh, it's a touch toothy.
Do you think?
A touch.
You could, yeah.
But
it's it feels amazing. And I'm a wool lover, so I always think.
Oh no,
I always think with a cotton, I could go either way. I think it feels amazing. So what they sent, and it blew my mind. I was like, what? You get this super awesome tote bag, and you get enough yarn to make any size of the super simple summer sweater. You're getting 10 skeins of this yarn.
I'm going to enter.
You should enter because this is amazing. It's very, honestly, this is the sweater I'm casting on. I said I was going to cast on a new sweater. I'm casting on this sweater again because I loved making it so much. And it really is.
Sorry, was that loud?
Literally the worst. The worst. So you can make a sweater that looks very similar to that, but this yarn is gorgeous.
Oh, I still want to win this.
You can buy some yarn.
I know, I'm kidding.
They have lots of colors of this on their website.
Okay, can I just say, affordable, 25 Canadian dollars.
Well, and you certainly don't need 10 skeins. You don't need 10 skeins, but they're giving 10 skeins because maybe you do need 10 skeins.
Right.
They're just so generous. They give enough yarn for any size to be knit.
Right. So anyone buying from the U.S.,
that makes no sense. Of course you could possibly need 10 skeins. There's 218 yards or 200-ish meters. It's worsted weight. Like it's very...
I love that everybody and anybody is going to be able to get this and win it and knit the sweater if they choose.
The base just feels... I've never felt that one.
Yes.
Right? Eco wool and organic cotton.
It's beautiful.
I love it. So if you love a neutral sweater and the super simple summer sweater, then please go to Ravelry and enter. I don't know. What is the question going to be?
The link to the Ravelry page will be in our description box below.
25 Canadian dollars is basically free.
Right.
Adela said she can buy like 409 skeins for $3. It's true.
Oh, sorry.
It is true.
Yes. Right? 25 Canadian dollars is a better price, a little bit better price point. It's kind of, you know, you want to be able to give people options.
Yeah.
So we love.
But I do think you're also investing in a really great fabric, like this sweater.
Yes.
It's natural wool and organic cotton. It's going to last a long time. Like, there's all, and you know what? One skein is a beautiful hat or a cowl or whatever. You can do all kinds of things.
I love talking about the price of yarn only because I think it's really important to know that there's a scale.
Yeah.
Right? And we know that beautiful indie dyed yarn takes time and effort and work.
Yes.
And so the price point.
It's not a machine doing all the work.
The price point that goes into an indie dye might not be everybody's budget, but it's well priced because it's super intensive.
I feel like you have to think about what you're paying for.
Right.
It's not just the skein of yarn that you're paying for.
Right.
You're paying for the labor and the work and the artistry, because you know what? If you've ever tried to dye yarn and have it look amazing,
you guys, it's
come
not
on.
Easy.
It's not as easy as you think. These people are artists already. So this is a commercial yarn.
Yeah.
So the price point will be different, right?
Our message ultimately is we would like you to knit with Michael's yarn, and we would like you all the way between up into spin cycle yarn. If that's what your budget allows.
I never think to myself that you should be knitting with something.
Right.
You knit with whatever makes you happy.
Whatever your budget allows, we're not going to shame you either way. Right. Knit it. As long as you're knitting.
That's ridiculous.
Right. We think it's
that somebody would be like that.
No, just knit it. I don't care if it costs you $100 a skein or it costs you $10 a skein. The point is, we want you to be knitting.
Or $3.
Right.
Let me tell you, one of the happiest yarns I've ever bought is Patton's Croy for like $5 at Michael's.
Right. You're knitting. You're happy. You're doing your craft.
It makes amazing socks, and it's so affordable, and it lasts forever. Like, I can't think of anything bad about it.
Right.
So the whole conversation that you can hear about now sometimes where people are yarn shamed.
Right.
Literally makes...
Well, not only
it makes me really mad,
and it makes the work of the beautiful indie dyers. It makes it seem less worthy.
They shouldn't have to defend their work.
No, listen, that's the price point they want. Buy it or not. Move on.
Go to a shop. Say you're out shopping with your friends, and you see something that's out of your price range, makes your eyebrows raise, whatever. Do you walk up to the store owner and give her what for? Because this costs what it costs. You're paying for the labor, the artistry, the hard work, all the
overhead,
the labor. Like, honestly, we can go on and on and on.
Yes.
And you're not comparing apples to apples when you're buying, a commercial like Cascade 220. You're not comparing the same thing. And yet, they're both perfect. Buy whichever one makes you happy, fits your budget, is perfect for that project.
Bottom line is, do what you want to do.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're paying $4 or $44.
Right.
Please just do it.
And, it definitely goes the other way. We'll get comments sometimes about, or I've had comments anyway about, if you knit a sweater in that yarn, it would be XX dollars, right? Like, and I will look at certain patterns on Ravelry and think, wow, if I knit in the recommended yarn, that would be an investment, right? And sometimes I'm ready to make that investment, and sometimes I'm not ready to make that investment. And so there's so many factors to think about it.
Yeah. I love that.
I'm just happy that people want to be in the community and crafting together. I don't care what you're knitting with.
Right. You know what I can appreciate, though? When someone knits with a real pricey yarn, a pattern, I really appreciate when there's a more economical yarn substitution.
Yeah.
I as an experienced knitter can look at that pattern and go, I'm not going to knit it with that because it's really pricey.
Right.
and know what I can knit it for would be a good substitute, but not everyone can do that.
Right.
So it's great as a designer, the big garment items that can be pricey. It's nice to have a suggestion, a more budget-friendly suggestion.
Sure.
Don't you think?
Sure, but I do think as a knitter...
But not all knitters are at our...
I think as a knitter... I mean, you could always ask. You could always ask. But I do think the more you work with other yarns... I mean, any worsted weight yarn is going to work with this... Or DK. Any DK pattern hat yarn is going to work for your hat.
Yeah.
Right?
So I bought all that acrylic yarn. Where did I buy that from?
Michael's.
No. Remember that big thing I got and I was starting to knit Maddie a blanket?
No.
Oh.
I just remember the yarns you bought at Michael's last year. That nice wool.
That was not inexpensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was it was a price point that
but
I would not...
It was merino, that's why.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Remember?
Yes,
was that
I
Marley
do.
Birds?
Yes. Loved it. Went back to Michael's to find some, gone.
It was picked over and they haven't stocked it since.
Yeah.
That's something I would buy one of every color to use for color work.
Yes.
Because that line of yarn was beautiful.
Yes, I totally agree. And really unique colors. Super fun colors, not the same.
Right.
Yeah.
It was so picked over, I went home and went online, Michael's, and saw the colors. Here's
what I think too, as far as yarn substitutions and stuff like that. If you need help with that, I feel like that's what local yarn shops are for too. That was a huge part of my job.
Yes.
Working in a yarn shop is finding something that would work for the person's pattern that they want to knit.
Marley said Michael's won't stock it. Where do you get your yarn, Marley? Is it online? Somewhere else?
Well, we should look because it was amazing.
Remember that rainbow pride hat I did? Oh.
But that was a huge part of my job as someone working in a yarn store, to find the yarn that would work for your budget for the pattern that you wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes up and down, right? Like there's all kinds of ways to look at this issue, but ultimately we are one community. No matter what you want to knit the yarn, I'm sure the designer will just be happy that you're knitting their pattern and joining a knit along and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But I fear also some people might look at a pattern. I'm not going to obviously call out any names, but just generally a garment that's knit with pricey yarn and just kind of shut her down and say, well,
yeah, that's too bad.
Right?
Yes.
And don't really see past going, well, I can just sub this for Cascade 220.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, don't get turned off because the yarn used in a pattern is out of your price range, because there's lots of ones that you could substitute. Yeah. I mean, there's a website called yarnsub.com, and you can punch in any yarn that you want to substitute. So say it's whatever, yarn A, and then you hit enter and it brings up maybe 10 or 8 different yarns.
Like brands?
Yes, brands and actual yarns. And so what it takes into account is the weight of the yarn, I think like the ply of the yarn, and the actual fiber content. And it tells you, like on a scale of up to 100%, how good of a substitute each of these suggestions are. Like this one has the same fiber content, but it's slightly lighter. This one has the exact same kind of fiber content, but it's slightly thicker. So you can, that helps. That's a tool that I think, I'm going to link it in our show notes, yarnsub.com.
Yeah.
Because that can help too. And that way, now when we're really not going to local yarn shops so much, that could be very helpful.
Yeah. So what we're referring to when we say indie dyed yarn is the independent dyer that dyes in their house.
Hand dyed.
Hand dyed, not commercial, like a Cascade is commercial. Right. Lola Bean Yarn Co. is an indie dye yarn.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just completely different. You're supporting a family as opposed to a big corporation. Like it's just different. It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's so many things, and I think it's great to have all of that.
Because I know when I see a pattern, the pattern yarn sells. It's what people see, right? And so if I see a pattern that's like, oh, I'm not small. I'm not knitting the extra small.
What you mean. Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I'm disappointed because I really want that sweater, and I love it when I hope it becomes a new trend when garment designers can suggest something that's more economical.
It gets complicated when they join with a yarn company though. So they've committed to promoting the yarn in this pattern.
I know.
So then they're probably not going to be recommending officially other ones, but let me tell you, there's lots of yarn that'll work.
Yes.
And that's important too, that these designers who are independent, I mean, small businesses, I guess, right? Are working with other independent small businesses and promoting their yarn. They're promoting one another.
Yes,
It's a
there is that whole
collaboration.
element about it that, yes.
So
that's true.
That's something to consider too.
Cheryl's here from the Canadian box.
No way. Hey.
Cheryl, quickly tell me about the yarn. Do they buy
Extra skeins?
Yes, they can just buy extra skeins at full price, correct? Or is it discounted?
Which is the exact opposite of what you just said.
Or is it discounted?
It's available. I don't know what the pricing is, but
I mean, we love also collaborating with indie dyers, and that's what's so. Not that I think that
extra is discounted, says Cheryl. Thank you.
See, I thought we said it.
See, you're so smart.
I don't remember much, but a few things stick.
Well, every once in a while. Here's the thing. I think if you think of knitting in terms of the history, like think of yarn in the terms of the history of knitting, where yarn started and came from, like spun on farms and people are raising the animals and whatever, indie dyed yarn is a new thing. People at home using acid dyes and speckling yarn, that's a new thing. So, of course, all this other stuff that came before can be substituted for, your price point, whatever, right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, as soon as I saw speckled yarn, I was done for. I think it's really important to me. I love helping to support these businesses that are 9 times out of 10, it's someone, or what we have encountered anyway. These people are starting out dyeing their yarn in their kitchen at night after a day of work, after a day of raising their so you see, I just think it's really amazing to support those kinds of businesses, right?
Well, and
when someone can make a living wage doing this artistry that brings you so much happiness at home, I just think I like to support all of it.
Yeah. And I don't always, and normally in the past I don't, but for my rosy sunflower hat, I did ask Julia for yarn support because I really like the idea of pairing with an indie dyer, and then they have the opportunity to put together some options, and then I can help promote them, right?
Of course. That's what this all is.
Right. But up until now, I've just bought my own yarn and used my own yarn.
And you will be just as excited to see someone knit that hat in 2 different colors of DK yarn that they've had forever in their stash. Yeah. Maybe it's something you've never heard of. That's why I also love Ravelry for lots of things, where we can go in and see different projects and colors and yarn suggestions, and there's all of those things that are sort of part and parcel of what it is. Yeah. Right? I think there's enough of us supporting. I mean, I hope. My wish is for everybody to get the support and everybody to be able to do what they love to do and get it in the hands of people that appreciate their work. Yeah, because I think it's a two-way street. I think indie dyers, in most cases, I haven't heard one not, would love to be approached, providing their schedule is not crazy busy, and pair up with someone. It could only benefit, if someone else is promoting you through a pattern, right? And I just think it works. We're all little cottage industries. You and I sitting at home trying to figure out hat patterns and sock patterns. We're the little tiny part, we're just a little tiny cottage. It's such a thrill to use a yarn you love, and maybe that helps sell some yarn to someone, or it's multi-layered, multifaceted. Yeah. And ultimately, it's you do you. That's going to be the right thing. And you know what? Don't be an asshole to somebody else. Don't be an asshole. You do you. Don't be an asshole. And get the joy out of it that you should be getting out of it. Yeah. Anyway, I think we should have a knit along with, I don't know. We got to figure some stuff out to celebrate everything. Yes. Right? Yeah. Every price point, everything. So. Talk to Adela. She likes pairing up. No, I'm just kidding. She's busy. Adela likes email. I'm sending her an email. I'm going to send her a chain letter. Send it to 50 people. Totally. Oh my God, we're totally going to do that. I do have really fun things to share that I bought, though, a few of them. It's not always a fun conversation when you're talking about something when people are so
like indie dyers are too much. And then I would, and then people, bougie people are like, acrylic yarn?
Right.
Ew.
Right.
Don't do that.
And we have always said there is a yarn at every price point for every project.
Yeah.
Every project.
If I want to knit with Luft,
and it's
don't yarn shame me.
Right. Oh, yeah. And it does go both ways.
Yes.
It does go both ways.
If I want to knit acrylic, I don't want you to look down at my hat.
Listen, sometimes I just don't do the math, right? That I've been given a gift, like my husband will give me a Christmas present or whatever, and, I just try not to do the math because it was, I
still think even though
I'm just as happy. Do you know what I mean? Either way. It doesn't make me love something more because I spent more money on it.
Sometimes.
No,
I'm just kidding.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. I just want to be knitting. I just want to be knitting. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Do we have yarn?
We got yarn.
I got yarn.
We got yarn.
Ugh. This was a pre-order.
I ordered that. No, I've got something coming from.
This is a self-striping.
I freaking love it.
Bulky, old farm witches.
It's so beautiful.
It's a nod to Schitt's Creek, and it's Kirby Werby. I love this girl. She does amazing yarn.
She does amazing yarn.
Yeah.
She's got really cool color combos.
Yes, she does.
Really cool color.
Yeah.
Like, come on. There's a snotty green in there and a blushy pink.
Yes.
And then like a mulberry.
So I
hope everybody's following her because her stories are pretty much everything.
They're funny. I texted her yesterday and I just said, FYI, I would like to see the advent when you're done dyeing it. I don't want to wait. Because let's be honest, I will open it and crank a tube.
Right.
Right? I'm not going to knit for the month of December. Or
Right.
should I? No, I'm not going to. So I said, show it to me.
If anybody that I've ever met is an instant gratification person, it's you.
Not me. Yes, it's me. Although.
And you just know that about yourself. So what?
No.
It's not a
I know.
criticism.
No, it's not. I'm just telling her like it is. You might as well show me now. Because as soon as I get it in 3 weeks.
I hope she doesn't. Did she show you?
No, but I said.
I hope she doesn't.
No, she will.
No, I hope she doesn't.
She will.
I hope she makes you wait at least until it arrives on your doorstep.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Yes, I can't wait. So this was a pre-order. I actually didn't look this morning, but she does have things in her shop. They're so... Actually, I think she's got some Advent in her shop.
Good Lord. Yes. Well, she's got some pre-orders up, right? I see there's some comments about price, and they're talking about like cars and affordability and yarn and affordability, and I think that's a really good comparison. And I'm not a car person, so I'm really happy to drive a mid-range whatever and spend lots of money on yarn. I know I spend too much money on yarn. I know that. And there's a lot of, I don't have to justify it. I can't even tell you how much joy it brings me. And, you support the people that you think are great people and you want to keep them in their job. But I don't,
Just,
somebody asked me, Serena, I drive a Jeep too. Somebody asked me, I was out shopping, this was a year ago, and I was wearing my Like a Cloud sweater, which is shabooey, mohair, beautiful. And they said, oh, I just love your sweater. I said, thank you, I knit it. And she said, what? How much would it cost for you to knit me one? I said, $1 million, because...
I will never do it.
But I said, the yarn, just the yarn itself is X number of dollars.
Did she fall over?
She just couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is, the bottom line here is mind your business.
That too.
Right?
Like, are you going to give me trouble because I'm buying
generic
they are beans
and
or
people are giving
pasta? Like,
indie dyers a hard time. Mind your business. If you don't want... Oh, okay. So Adela texted me. This is what she wants me to say. This is regarding the dildo in a box. Tell the people that I was finally able to have a conversation with my mailman, and it was awkward.
No, he didn't think it was funny?
He couldn't.
Or she didn't think it was funny?
Well, but they don't know it was a joke.
Well,
right?
I'm sure she's telling them that.
He couldn't look me in the face.
No.
He said I was supposed to sign for it, but he refused to do it, and that he was willing to lose his job over it.
No.
So he just left the dildo at my door. That was worth the whole thing. The awkward conversation that Adela had to have with her mailman was worth everything.
I do still think that was hysterical.
Oh my God, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway.
Poor guy.
I was going to look at Kirby Werby. Oh, that is so funny. I'm just waiting for the next prank.
Oh my God.
Sleep with one eye open.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some yarn that I bought that made me think, oh, I can't wait for winter to come. Are you looking in Kirby Werby's to see
Go
what's
ahead.
available?
I'm going to tell, yeah.
Okay. I think I feel like you should send Adela a big box of something that's even worse on the outside. This poor man. I mean, he's probably gonna have to deliver.
Let me tell you, I've looked.
And it's funny because I'm trying to think of our DHL guy. He would probably think that's funny. I should send you one and see what your guy says. You would think it was hilarious.
Oh, James and I are on like.
He would think that's hilarious.
Yes. I have his phone number. Like we text. Are you home? He says, I got a big package.
Did you say I'm always home? I go nowhere.
Shane,
if I don't drive out to Starbucks to get a Frappuccino, I'm home.
If he sees Shane in the yard, that's it. There's half an hour gone. Because James on the side does a little bit of renovating.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they talk shop and stuff.
Oh, that's so nice.
Pre-orders are open still in Kirby Werby shop.
For that yarn?
No, only for the Advent.
Well, I think that's a great thing to get. So it's not like a whole calendar. It's one skein of yarn. So it's not like 24 minis.
It's a skein of yarn. 24 stripes.
One stripe, like a one skein of yarn. So it's great. I can't wait.
Yes.
So I did order the new, this is called Serenity yarn by Knit Collage.
It's beautiful.
It's like boucle-ish. It's very light and fluffy. And it's like they're known for their hand spun yarn, and this one I'm pretty sure is machine spun. So, and I guess it's bulky. It's 100 grams. It's wool.
You guess it's bulky. Look at the size of the skein.
But Jodi, it's spun weird, and they say to do it on a 4 to 5.5 millimeter needle. It's 100 grams and 200 meters.
Weird.
So yeah, so I was like,
okay.
And it's 85% wool, 15% nylon.
Okay.
But look how cool it is.
Your color combinations. I see a stripe.
They have so many colors.
Do you think he would?
They have a gold.
They have an orange for
Gigi. They've got some free patterns.
That feels beautiful.
I
can't get
really
over.
Love it.
I would say it's an Aran, wouldn't you?
Well, it's very, look at it when it's spun. Like I would definitely be knitting this on a big needle. It's super fun.
Beautiful.
And
what do you see?
we didn't tell people that we were going to be on the Collage Creative podcast last week. Remember? And then all of a sudden it was like, hey, the interview's up.
Oh yeah.
So last time I don't think we mentioned it, but if you go to, I'll link it. Collage Creative, who is Amy Small, who is Knit Collage Yarn.
Amy Biggie Smalls.
Amy Big. She asked us to have a conversation, and it was so fun.
Mm-hmm, it was fun.
So that's on her site. That was last week's video, but I've listened to her for a long time. She has amazing creative people on there. I don't know how we got on there, but I hope you enjoy it.
Do you ever are you ever worried what comes out of my mouth?
No, not really.
Good.
No.
I mean, I don't do it for shock value. I mean, I act like this around everybody. Like I don't feel like I'm performing, but I sometimes feel like
I would rather have someone be totally authentic than full of like blowing smoke and being who you. No, I can't. That's probably my biggest pet peeve is people that are like inauthentic like that. Like just be yourself.
Yeah.
If we click, we click. If we don't, that's okay too.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, I can't even.
I see a sweater. How much did you buy?
I feel like I didn't buy.
Did you buy 3 skeins?
That's it. This is what I bought. But I think I should get a couple more colors and do a striped something.
What about a hat and mitt set? Something.
Yeah, it's just so
I don't know. It's so beautiful.
I think this color combo needs the gold.
I agree. Like, it's not going to be this gold, but it's
really pretty.
Yes.
So the gold really shows off this blushy. I have to tell you, this is the color that got me ordering. And I was like, well, obviously you have to order. What am I going to do with? I guess I could do a cute hat with one.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was just totally different, and I wanted to try it. So I did order that. And look at it. It's kind of mauvey in the sunshine.
It's beautiful.
It is
My
nice.
feet are in the sun here. It is cooked, you guys.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be gross today. It's going to be like 32.
Our husbands are golfing today, and let me tell you, Shane could live in this heat.
Yeah.
Does Jeff loves it?
Loves it.
Like, does not get over it.
Loves it. Like when we were away last year, I would find shade and he's baking in the sun. Like he tans to this super dark color.
Same with Shane.
And he's not the biggest sunscreen. You know, I'm giving him heck about sunscreen all the time.
That's what I said. I said, it's not about you not burning. You don't burn. It's about skin cancer.
Right. You can still be out there enjoying the sun and keeping your skin safe.
Wait, is that Serenity from Knit Collage? Yes, Gay.
Yes.
It's the same
Yes.
one as your orange, right? She knit her hat.
I could twin with Gigi. She made the cute beret. So if you buy, there's 2 free patterns with this yarn. There's a really cute little scarf and a beret.
Okay,
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have enough hair for. I don't know. I love the way that pattern looks. I should knit it. I could even just knit it as a gift. But
Okay, so 34 is 93 degrees. So it's not as crazy as some states get, but for us it's hot.
it's way hotter than we normally get.
Yeah.
Like we'll get a few days of this every summer.
Yeah.
And that's not enough to get used to it.
No.
So Gigi says knitting the beret is so fast. Now
Like-
you're speaking my love language.
15 minutes and it was done.
I love it. I love it. I love the colors. It makes me think stripes.
Yeah.
A shawl. A striped
Yeah.
triangle with big tassels.
A cowl.
A cowl.
Something around your neck. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a little woolly, but I think I'm definitely able to wear it on my neck. It's wool and nylon, right? So I love it.
Yeah.
I think the nylon is just the thread around it.
It's really interesting. I love seeing new yarns like
I'm
that.
surprised they say 4mm.
Gay,
But maybe
did you
that's just-
consider that Aran? I think it's more of an Aran.
Yeah, and I do love boucle. Like I love just being able to knit. I think boucle yarn's really cute.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not around very much.
Okay, you guys, I got the coolest skein of yarn from Tracie Miller.
I'm glad you like it. I think it's beautiful.
It is a bulky, but you guys, it's the Luxe Bulky from White Birch Fibers.
It's
You guys,
really soft.
I don't know if you can see. Probably you can. It's 50 silk, 50 merino. And it's gradient. Did I say that?
I can't wait to see it knit up.
It's going to be a hat, of course, for me.
Well, when I looked at it, I thought, how cool would that hat be?
And you know some...
Like black to white and then maybe
Yes.
black pom-pom or
Yes.
something?
And you know some... this is 106 yards. You know those bulky skeins that are like 82-ish, 85-ish yards?
Yes.
They barely make a youth hat.
Oh, so you need a little bit more for adults.
This is 106 yards. So
Oh,
you're going
perfect.
to use literally almost everything.
Okay, can you go cast that on?
I
'Cause
will
wanna
this
see-
weekend.
I want to see it knit
I'm
up.
going to.
No pressure.
But look
Just do
how it goes from this
I love it.
black, inky black, to like a charcoaly gray, and then to very muted
I'm
in the
so
middle.
glad you love it. I cannot wait to see it knit up. It's really
I wanted to show it in this package.
silky and beautiful.
Yeah, so this is going to be my next fun
Who's
cast
ever seen a
on.
bulky with 50% silk?
Right. What
Not
a
me.
beautiful base.
Maybe would you just do like a ribbed hat? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
I think I'm just going to do a 2x2 ribbed hat.
That would be really nice.
Maybe a
Or
t-
even 4x4.
Maybe-
Maybe it's bulky.
Yes. Maybe a
So-
touch tighter, and then so it kind of stands
Silk
up
will-
at the brim. You know what I mean? Like the
You might
kind
want to go down a needle size than you would normally knit a bulky hat.
That's
'cause I think
touch
silk can-
tighter. Oh, okay.
Stretch out like I don't know. I guess swatching is too much to ask, but
That's way too much to ask. Anyway, so this will be this weekend because this is going to be
it's so
an
pretty.
You know what's so great? We talked about our husbands golfing today.
That's
Both
so great.
my daughters work till 8.
What?
What time are they golfing today?
Noon ish. 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock.
I'm going to encourage them to have dinner there.
Right? They won't be off early either because I'm sure it'll be a little bit slower with the heat.
Please tell Jeff to eat dinner there.
Okay, actually, I'm hoping he brings home.
Oh,
They have this Korean cauliflower dish there.
yes.
I
Tell
should
him to
text him
eat dinner there.
and bring home the cauliflower.
And when you're finished your meal, order a takeout dish
Right. Feed yourself because I'm not cooking.
because I want to
Skip the dishes.
put on movies. Do you know what's coming out?
No.
Conjuring 3.
Ooh, I will watch that.
Maddie and I just watched The Conjuring again this last couple of weeks.
Okay, you know what? I watched a movie yesterday and I thought, I don't think I'm going to like this, but I'm going to rent it just because I'm knitting and I want something to watch. It was called The Rest of Us, and it has Heather Graham.
I was loving that movie.
Jodi, that was a really good drama. Like
Yes!
a life drama.
Just real.
It was good.
I loved Heather Graham, and I loved her daughter.
And I don't typically love her. I don't know, remembering watching a movie where I think, oh, geez, I really loved her.
I did love her in The Hangover. She was the stripper.
Oh, yes, of course.
But other than that, when have you seen her?
But I've never seen her do a drama, and I loved her in this movie.
I did too. God, I love that.
It's on pay-per-view right now. It's on demand. It's called The Rest of Us, and I loved it.
It was on Apple TV. So
Is it on Netflix? No, I have
not
to pay
yet.
for it.
It's a fairly newish movie.
Okay, so through the beauties of Instagram, I started following Tarn Ellis Art, and she does these amazing illustrations. There's her company, Tarn Ellis Art, and look at her illustrations. This is just one.
I follow her because you follow her.
Well, I just love even putting her in my stories all the time because I think her work is absolutely stunning. She's got an Etsy shop, so I'll link the Etsy shop. This one is called We Are One. And there's a rainbow of beautiful skin colors. These are just...
I think I bought some of these.
There's one for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're just empty journals. The recycled paper... The paper inside is white. Maybe the outside is because she calls them recycled something. But she does prints.
Did you buy a print?
She does cards. I mean, I've already got to reorder because
I want one of these.
Jodi, she does cards of them. She does prints of everything.
I want something hanging.
I don't know why I didn't buy more. So I hope. Actually, I think I did. I think I have cards coming. I'm pretty sure.
Same with me, Gay. I followed her because you followed her.
See, that's the best thing. I love. So she, I believe, is in the UK. I hope that's right. But her art is gorgeous, and I love everything she does.
To me.
Oh, it's
really beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love it.
You're very welcome. So I'll have to get more, but I thought this would just be really great. I should just get more. She's got a package of like 5 journals, a bunch of different.
I actually bought something from her. I know I did.
Yeah. So there's a million things in her shop to choose from, but I'm pretty sure I've already placed an order for her note cards because I love having a great note card. Wendy says, a pom-pom question. Let it rip, Wendy. Do you want to show? Oh my gosh. Look who we haven't talked about yet.
Row, row, row. Put it in the frame. Row, row, row. Run yarns, knitting all the stitches. La 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 la. Because we're big fat bitches. No, just kidding.
Okay, I don't know about that one.
No.
I mean, whatever.
Is that gonna? That's gonna. That
don't
was a test.
Let that turn you off. Row one yarn.
Okay, we love it. We sing it because we love it.
We really do, you guys, and we just love that they sponsor the Grocery Girls podcast.
Okay, the question this week.
What
should be write a row one yarn ditty?
That's too hard for. I mean, not every.
It's a row your boat.
Okay. And this one's already been taken, so you can't say that one.
But stitches and bitches rhyme.
It does. And you can rhyme more bitches. You can say bitches, whatever. Yeah. But it really is a super fun mystery club. So she picks one dyer, 10 colors, winds your minis for you, and labels them.
Just in case you want the full skein from the indie dyer.
Every week we show this, and I think to myself, I need to start a crochet blanket.
Yes.
Because I like the crocheted ones, I think, the best.
I do
so
too.
I really should. But it is really, I think, a great price point, especially if you want to treat yourself to like maybe an Advent this year. You could do a couple of months of this.
Rhonda said she got her first row one.
Did she?
And loves it.
Some people are addicted. Like they just keep re-getting it like all year long. There's people that are crazy about scrappy projects. I don't know why you wouldn't try this if you're a scrap project knitter.
I also think if you're not a scrap project knitter, there are times when you need a little bit of something.
Totally.
Right?
Yes.
You might not think you're making a scrappy blanket or socks or a hat, But you guys, have you seen the monster socks? I still want to knit a pair of monster socks.
Super fun. I mean, marling, just plain old garter stitch shawl, but throwing in different colored minis and just marl it up, hold them together.
Yeah.
So there's lots of fun creative things you can do with row 1 minis. Her shipping on the continental US, free. So you're just paying for the kit. You don't even have to pay for the shipping. And it's super affordable worldwide. And you get this cute little envelope with a little treat and a little knitting surprise and stuff about the dyer.
Yeah.
So it's very fun. Thank you, Laura.
It's row 1 yarn ditty time.
And don't worry about it, because we will record that for you and you can have that to play whenever you
want. And I will be singing a few of the ditties next week.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get some music too next time. So I can have the music playing and you can...
Oh my God.
How about a hip-hop version? Yes.
So.
Yes.
Okay, so Tracie Miller
Yes.
Gifted me a sweater quantity of yarn.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing that I really, really appreciate is when somebody else puts a few colors together for you.
But it's stressful to buy yarn
It's stressful because she got me...
Like, I hope you love it.
Okay, so I said this before when I first saw Vincent's color. This is his Abador's Water. It's a brand new color this summer.
Cherie in the house.
Good morning. It's a brand new color for him. I knit it in my cowl and I knit it in a hat.
Yes.
Obsessed, right? Tracie picked this as the main color of my sweater.
I thought it was beautiful.
Right?
Yes.
And then she doesn't stop there because it's Tracie.
Well, you like stripes. You like color
work. I
work.
love stripes. So this is Meredith's Gray. This is one of his original colors,
It's awesome.
It's a go-to really beautiful medium gray.
I love it.
Both of these, all of his colors
It's
are
like
really
the cool gray.
tonal.
Like a cool...
Yes.
He's got that new one that's warm also. This one's a little bit cooler. I love it.
Of course we needed a skein of Jodi's cake.
When you've got yarn named after you, you need to knit it.
Right.
Yes.
This is Dell's DK. Did I mention that? This is
the
his
base
beautiful.
Is gorgeous.
It's his twist DK, and I think it's different from another DK that he had.
Yes, it's different than his first DK.
I love this twist DK so much.
Okay,
love it so much.
Gorgeous.
Let me just throw one more in there. Boom.
Yes, right?
This is what I said to myself. I would have never paired, but I'm so glad she did.
Good. Good.
Because this is Cardi's Oak. And I love it. So this is going to be the main color of my sweater. This Abador's Water.
Love.
Oh my God, it's amazing. And this is going to be something. Like, I wonder if I should do stripies down the sleeve.
But now you've got all... Yes, you can do whatever you want. Yes.
So these are the 4 colors Tracie put together. And it's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I still love it.
I still love it.
So when I bought your yarn, Jodi.
Did you get more?
Yeah, I bought yarn for myself. Because I don't have a lot of tonal DK. For some reason, I have like speckles of DK at home. So here's a color you did not show. This is the only one that I brought up that you didn't show.
I didn't see that.
This one's new. It's called Twyla's Sand.
Oh, I love.
And it's really lovely.
Pink,
and it's very sandy.
That kind of pinkish hue, do you think?
Yeah, it's really gorgeous. Okay, but I'm also crazy about Max's khaki. I don't have anything in Jodi's cake, so I got Jodi's cake. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think, now I have some tonal. Vincent does, every single color Vincent does I could wear.
I love his aesthetic. I love how he's stuck to his aesthetic and not just put out a million colors.
Right.
I love his palette.
Me too.
I love, it's kind of
I especially love that butterscotch.
Muted.
These two, to me, they're calling out for a sweater.
Right, these two
just
together.
Just those two, yeah. I love it.
Actually, Minnie's wheat is just as beautiful.
Yes.
I hadn't seen this in person. I love it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, it does look a little bit different on different bases. So I bought some sock yarn on his yak base, and same colors, but they look different. They look different when you dye them on the different fiber.
I love that. The brown tone of the yak, and to see the colors.
Me too.
Because all of these on the yak look very different.
I just want to get knitting. I want to get get knitting some stuff.
So I don't know what this is going to be.
Okay, so everybody loves Denise's Row 1 yarn. What was it? Row 1 yarns. Each month we get a kit. Anticipation, imagination. I just love to knit.
Denise,
Boom.
go enter. When we put up the thread, no one copy Denise.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just about forgot. So yes, Designs by Dells, Canadian in Montreal. We were supposed to be in Knit City, Montreal together.
We were supposed to have a sleepover.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Whether he allows us to or not, we will be there knocking on the door.
Yeah.
We'll order Skip the Dishes, knit, watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and just hang out. I really do love Max's khaki. So. And the other, I'm just not even thinking, he does a navy that's really gorgeous.
Do you know what I have? I have his fluorescent orange.
Yes.
On Surrey.
See?
Don't you think
what are you gonna do with that?
I don't know, but I have another couple of skeins of DK.
Just make a hat out of it, Jodi. Who cares what you do? Like, just knit it for whatever. Like, just knit it.
Shane said he'd wear the safety fluorescent orange. It's amazing.
I think you should.
Yeah. Anyway.
Totally.
I love it. It was a kit.
Again, the yarn is almost free if you're American because Canadian dollar.
Yeah. And they also, he's paired with his beautiful partner, Macks, who is also a designer, and they have
Les Garçons.
Oh, I couldn't think of it.
Les Garçons. So we'll link that. We'll link, so when I link the yarn, it's actually, the website is Les Garçons.
Is it boutique?
BoutiqueLesGarçons.com.
Yeah.
No, I'm so not French.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. And they have all kinds of amazing things. And Max has his illustrations. And they're both amazing designers. We'll link their Ravelry design pages too. Wow. I love it. Show Notes City.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Oh, Vincent's laughing at me with my 4th grade French accent. Here's a quick little side note. I took French. You had to take a language in high school. So I continued French. And one day I didn't show up for a French exam, which is so out of character.
That is so not like you.
Pretty much a whole bunch of us skipped. This is so...
Tracie!
I know. Call me Jodi. This is more you.
Yes.
And...
she called home.
He called home. Let me tell you, I felt terrible because my French teacher, Mr. White, I still remember him. He was so nice, but he was just pissed that there's so many kids were skipping. And he called everybody. He even said to Mom, I would normally never be calling. She never skips. She's a good student.
I kind of remember that
But
story.
he said, I kind of lost it, and I'm calling everybody. And I came home, and Mom, I remember her sitting there. I got such big heck. I was not this... Yes, I skipped, but I did it in a way that it didn't affect my school.
Right.
Like, to the point where it was like, nobody's calling home. I'm still doing okay.
I was the one where they're like, they're tired of calling home.
Right.
And they're not going to.
Hi, and it's not even I'm so and so teacher from Shep. It's like, hi, I'm Fred. It's Fred. Jodi didn't show up again. Yeah, first name basis.
I enjoy.
I remember my heart pounding out of my chest. Like I used to get so, and I still like if I got in trouble, I was like sweating and all upset. And Jodi's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How much has changed? Pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I have one more beautiful Canadian yarn that I bought.
We have to show this.
And we want to share our winner from last week.
We got a few more yarny things to talk about.
Yeah, Jodi's we're in no rush to end.
No.
Don't go crazy.
We should order Skip.
Sure.
Do you know what's funny? We got a thing from Westman and we're having all these back to school, emails and things that are going to be happening, which I'm really kind of nervous about.
So school's going back in person this fall.
Like full on classes with masks and anyway, we won't get into it. But
a lot of people
one of the emails says it said we will no longer be allowing students to be accepting skip the dishes at lunch.
Talk about bougie.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Actually, it would just cause to you don't need those people coming in.
I'm not allowed in.
And confusion.
Without an appointment. Not that I've ever gone.
Who wants to go anyway?
No.
But I know they're
Parents
trying to work.
stay in your cars.
I know they're trying. Yeah, those are things
These are junior high kids. I stopped getting out of my car in grade 3.
Right. I barely slowed down. Open the door. Out.
Hi. I'm one of those moms that in the morning, I felt no shame going in my robe and pajamas. If I was
when you were driving?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for driving, who cares?
Yeah.
You put on a hat And you've got
Right.
your pajamas and your vest. Yeah.
Put a vest. It looks like I'm wearing a dog printed t-shirt when it's
Right.
really my pajamas.
Right. Exactly. I know everybody is dealing with the same thing right now, where school's going back, and we're thinking of you. I mean, we still don't even know.
I mean, Maddie's choice is yes to go back, but
I know.
You know, for 14 years old, they don't see beyond
It's social
missing their
life.
friends.
It's social
right?
life for sure.
And they're like,
whose legs are those coming
Jeff's.
down?
Is that on his arm?
I thought you were going golfing.
I'm going golfing.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. But
Have
you're not
fun.
coming home for dinner, right?
Put on your sunscreen. SPF.
You're going to eat there.
You don't want me to bring your husband home for dinner?
Well, I'm home
No.
by myself because my girls work till 8.
Feed Shane, and please bring home Korean cauliflower.
Take Shane golfing, feed
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
bring home
Yeah.
Korean
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Bye, dear.
Bye. Have fun. So,
So Maddie wants to go back to school.
of course she does.
Yes, of course she does.
The problem is they're full-size classes still. There's 35 classes in those classrooms. It's funny. Did you see?
You know, here's the thing. You don't have to send her back right away. You can see how things go.
They've given the options,
Right.
and every 2 months they're going to send this email and give
Right.
parents. We're going to be supported if we decide to
Yeah.
stay at home.
And I think the people in the school, if the teachers, if the board of education was making the decision, they probably wouldn't be going back in person.
Right.
Anyway,
We don't want to talk about
it's a
that.
terrible
I mean,
time.
everyone's.
It's a terrible time, and we're thinking of everybody, and it's hard. It's hard. Everything right now is just.
We are full-on classes, mandatory masks for grades 4 through 12.
We just had a mandatory mask
Start on the 1st.
thing happen for our city.
Yeah.
Because,
Thankfully.
Yes, thankfully. As people that have been out in public with our work the whole time, yes, thankfully. We actually had a comment below our last video that said we were mask shamers.
If that's what you want to call it, I'll take
And
it.
I just thought, you know what? I'm just not sure why that would be phrased that way.
Right.
If you've watched the news, if you have your eyes open and if you're listening,
I'm wearing
It's
my
not
mask for
shaming.
you. Right? Please wear one for me.
right. Wear
Yeah.
it for the people that you love,
Yeah.
because that's who you're protecting when you wear a mask.
Yeah.
And
And
when
we're
I
not-
wear a mask, I'm protecting your family.
Yeah.
You protect my family.
Yeah.
Let's all do it.
If you think it's called shaming, that's fine.
I just thought, you know what? First of all, I don't like that tone. That's not what we were saying. We
No,
were
it
just
wasn't.
saying, this is our little PS, public service announcement.
Don't forget, we're in a pandemic still because a
Right.
lot of the photos I'm seeing from around the world, some of y'all have forgotten.
Right. And I mean, there are people that feel it's oppressive to be told they must do this.
Right.
That's okay. You can stay home and order whatever you need curbside or delivered to you.
These are the people that are not wearing masks and going to beaches.
I think people are forgetting what it was like when you were in lockdown, when you could not leave your home.
Yeah.
You can leave your home now. They're just saying, put on a damn mask. That is
Yeah.
what's required of you. Stay away don't be right up against people, and wear a mask. It's that simple. If you only wear a mask for the 15 minutes you're grocery shopping that week, that's enough. That's tons.
Yeah.
We thank you.
Yeah. And I'm slightly offended. I don't get offended very often because I don't really care what other people think about me. That's just how I've become. But I'm kind of offended that that's the tone you got from us talking about masks.
Yeah.
And that's the tone you think that we think we've
I
ever
just feel
shamed.
like, why would you take your time to type that?
And-
why would you think
Why would you think we've ever shamed anybody about anything?
I feel like that's someone that hasn't been here very long, and they don't know that we are very tolerant of. We feel like we're very inclusive. This was just as people that work in a grocery store, as people who have family members that are in a grocery store all the time.
Please wear them
We're
for
asking
my girls.
We're asking you
For-
to wear a mask.
For my
My
girls.
son, my daughter, my husband, myself, my parents.
Yeah. Please respectfully wear a mask.
That is it. I don't care
Yeah.
if you wear a mask anywhere, when you're out in public, you need to wear the mask. And
Yeah.
it's not that hard. Don't tell me you can't breathe in it. Wear those little blue ones. I feel like they're very, they're disposable, which is great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's all.
Anyway.
That's what we would like to share about that.
That is said with love. That is not
Yeah. It's not
not
shame.
judging you. I'm just saying, you know what? When you're, when your husband had to go get a COVID test.
You guys,
feeling.
it was awful because that was pre-mandatory masks.
Right.
So let me tell you, if you or your family or anyone that you love gets COVID, I pray that
everything
a speedy recovery. But I'm doing my part for you and wearing a mask.
You know, it's just like when there was no seatbelt law here. People were like, you can't tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want to do. Wear the damn seatbelt. It's going to save your life, and nobody gives a shit. Like,
right.
Just do it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just do it. It's not that big of a deal. Anywho,
Boom.
Who wants to see some more Canadian yarn?
See, Canadians can be bitches.
Totally. We're nice. We're polite about it. Please wear your damn mask. Okay, so in Knit City last year, in the good old days when we got to go to yarn shows.
Do you remember a yarn show? Remember what it was like?
I'm pining for those days. We came across, now this is Color Adventures Yarn.
I love their yarn.
Their booth was incredible. Incredible. The
That's my mini set, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got to pull her
You
up.
bought a DK set of minis. I was like overwhelmed. I was like, what do I buy? What do I buy? They had all these kits, all these gradients. It's stunning yarn. And it's also available. They have the Twist of Yarn shop. So you go to a twistofyarn.com and the yarn is there. So I'll link it. But they're in the Okanagan. I want to say Kelowna. Is that right? So I went to their shop and I bought some beautiful sock yarn. This one's called Jam and Toast.
Color Adventures.
Color Adventures, but it's on...
Whose Instagram will it be?
Oh, right. Remember we couldn't find it?
A Twist of Yarn? I just wanted to show. Anyway, that's okay. We'll link. We'll be able to link them for you.
Okay, but there is
Vernon.
there is coloradventures.com too.
Okay.
It says on here. It's a gorgeous base. It's their merino cashmere line. It's 20% cashmere, so it's that really, really soft, beautiful. I think it would make
beautiful.
such a beautiful shawl or cowl. This one's called Birch, and this is Jam and Toast. Toast kind of had my heart. Super autumny. I just loved it.
Oh my God.
And while I was there, I can't remember which one came first. The chicken or the egg?
The cart or the horse?
The gradient or the single skeins?
But you guys remember that gorgeous full pack of that beautiful rainbow sets?
And they had a Camaro sweater.
Yes.
That they had so many samples. They had the what's Andrea Mowry's? Is it the shifty shawl? Like there's the cowl,
Yes.
the shawl, the sweater. Well, they had the shawl done in their DK. It was ridiculous. But look at the little gradient. So this is also, it is the cashmere sock.
That gradient's so beautiful.
It's called Always a Bridesmaid. I feel like you're not really getting the full, but it's 5 minis. I just thought it was, like totally my jam.
Are they 20 gram minis?
Yeah.
They're
No, they're 25.
I was going to say, they look
So
different.
this is 500 yards. Well, cashmere yarn's a little plumper, right? So this is 500 yards. Yeah, so 125 yards, 25 gram minis, I believe is the way it goes.
These mauves.
Stop it,
That
right?
baby pink.
I just thought it would be really fun to maybe do a sock with minis.
Yeah.
And then like a... So I just love them. And the colors
Her
are beautiful.
booth, I mean, samples sell. They had the beautiful
do.
samples of the sweaters. They had shawls. They had a million kits.
Totally. This is the Always a Bridesmaid gradient, but there's a whole bunch.
And
When
to
you
catch
go
my
there-
eye to buy yarn, a ton of yarn anymore, it has to be awesome, right?
Oh, this is amazing.
Their
Beautiful.
yarn is beautiful.
Yes, you have those DK minis.
Yes.
They're
They're more than incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I should do? Get a few of her full skeins and do something.
Sure. That's a great idea.
We did have a question. Gay was texting me.
Oh.
Somebody's asked twice.
What?
I'm sorry we missed them. How do you wash a hat with a pom-pom?
Oh, that's such a good question. I feel like once you start knitting hats, well, first of all, I don't wash my hat very much, if I'm being totally honest.
I have a couple of tricks. Febreze.
Yeah.
Because it does get that dirty kind of hair smell.
Yeah. So I don't wash them a ton, but lots of the hats have tie-on pom-poms now. Those are my favorite.
I have to say, the ones with smaller strings that I used to weave in and knot in and stuff were no longer my favorite.
Right.
This is the choice.
To me, this is the most kick butt pom-pom for all those reasons. First of all, it's very easy to install. I feel like weaving in ends and all of that stuff for some pom-poms.
What color did you make Tracie's PJ?
What's
PJS?
PJs? What color
And
did
who
you
sells
make?
the yarn? I didn't make Tracie PJs. I think she's referring to something else.
Oh, okay. So I find if you really want to be someone that washes your hat frequently, a tie-on pom-pom is the quickest to put on, the quickest to take off. There's snap-on pom-poms too, but you've got to, sew on the little thing first. The
snap-ons are just as nice.
This is super easy to install.
But
snap-on are good for washing.
I was trying to read, so I zoned out. Did you talk about that little disc?
No.
Okay, good.
And another reason I think this pom-pom is amazing is because it's got this little circle of foam, and that comes with it. And it's got 2 little holes, so you put your ribbon through the top of the hat, and then I guess it's a button. It's like a foam button. Yeah. And what it does is it stabilizes the pom-pom. So you can pull this really, really tight, and your pom-pom is really sturdy on top. Because little bit of...
No one likes a flaccid pom-pom on the back of a hat.
Flaccid is bad.
You can also use a larger plastic, whatever kind of button. If you're doing,
if you have buttons,
not all pom-poms come with them.
Those really big buttons that I don't even know what to do with. I've got a bunch of them that are like neon colors. Why did I buy those? I don't even know what to do with those.
The yarn is Jazz by Yarn Inc.
What?
She said the jammies, the yarn I originally knit the swatch. Yarn Inc. makes the Jazz colorway.
I don't think so. It's that blue one. It's blue. It's not Jazz.
Oh, that wasn't Jazz.
It was Mountain something.
Mountain Range by
Lara.
What's her?
The Fawn Knits.
Yeah, the Fawn Knits.
Those jammies, it was quite blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Yarn Inc. does the Jazz.
Yeah, Yarn Inc. does Jazz.
So, yes. So, this is my favorite way to now do a pom-pom so you can remove it.
But if you have a pom-pom that you've sewn on, you can still, you can freshen it with Febreze. You can still wash it. You can hold the pom-pom and swish it around a little bit, and you can still wash it.
Yes.
It's not,
you guys,
something that's not doable.
The Febreze liquid spray, not the air room freshener.
The one for fabric.
The spray for fabric, the liquid spray for fabric. Turn your hat inside out, moistly saturate the inside, let it dry. It's like brand new.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
The secrets of hat knitting.
Yes.
No, it's true.
I don't wash my hats.
And then going forward, if you see the pom-poms that you like, and if they have a ribbon, I feel like they're my favorite.
Yeah, I do too.
They're easy. They're really easy to put on and take off. And if you give them as a gift and that person is not a pom-pom person, or they're just having a moment where they don't want to have a pom-pom, they're super easy to take off.
Yeah.
So I do love that.
Were we going to give away Nomadic Knits today?
Yes, it's in my notes.
Tracie, oh my God. Nomadic Knits is now out for pre-order.
Issue 7,
We talked about it last week.
It was dropping the next day.
Yes. Did you guys order your pre-order with your local yarn shop?
That would be great. So if you did that, you would have had a code. You can download the digital version already, and the physical copy of Nomadic Knits will come to you at the end of August.
Yeah. So they were going to order those as demand requires it.
Yes. So
we
I
have
am
10
very
digital
excited.
copies to give away.
We are. So we're going to have 2 threads in Ravelry for giveaways.
Yeah.
One for the amazing yarn to make the super simple summer sweater, and you will also get the pattern at the same time. You'll get the bag, all the yarn, the pattern, you'll get it all. And then we'll have one to give away 10 ebooks for Nomadic Knits. And maybe, should we do the Nomadic Knits just for the weekend? Maybe late on Sunday, we'll pull 10 names and send them to you. Like, not even for the whole week.
Okay.
There's a lot of people watch right away, and there's, I don't know, it doesn't have to be for a full week.
I love it.
Yeah. The other one will be for the whole week. And on Sunday, we'll draw names and we'll send out 10
copies
for that. So,
that.
and if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm going to link Nomadic Knits magazines. It's such a cool thing that Becky and Melissa are doing.
Yeah.
Highlighting regions so far of the U.S. And
We're
the
in
dyers
Michigan.
that live there.
Our plan
And this
backfired.
one is Michigan. Yeah, we should be in Michigan right now. Damn it.
Oh well, Tracie has
Next
a beautiful shoreline socks.
Jodi's got her Higgins Lake hat, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
So it's fun. It's fun to see your little patterns printed in a book.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel very honored to be included. There's amazing designers in this book.
There are.
I don't know how we snuck in, but
Yeah.
I love the patterns
we
that we
snuck
made.
in because I said I would like to be in Michigan.
No, Becky asked, and I was like, what? And we're in issue 4 too, which is amazing. So now this is the 7th issue. And that's what you're going to have to do to win. You're going to have to tell us, where's the next Nomadic Knits? Where should they come? Which area should they highlight? Where do you live?
And what would be...
Where's your favorite spot?
Yeah. Tell us where you want it to be and why.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the books are amazing as far as highlighting the area. And yeah, it can be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because these prizes are digital, so we'll be sending them through Ravelry. It's
Yeah.
a Ravelry download code.
Yeah.
So,
Yay.
and here's a little...
Oh, God, I have more here. I have sock talk. I have sock sets.
Jodi! Oh my God, you guys. We used to push it on 2
Sheila.
hours and lose our mind. Now it's over 2 hours.
Sheila from Urban Girl Yarns. How big was her package? She spoiled
That's a
us.
personal question. It was huge, obviously. She sent us t-shirts. She sent us yarn. She sent us her adorable sticker, which I'm going to slap on my laptop.
I showed
Oh
it
my
earlier.
God, I'm so glad we're not done because I have something else I want to share. A pattern.
Okay,
I
so
love Sheila's logo.
this beautiful
cute.
yarn of Sheila's, it is her fingering weight base, and this is Tanzanite, and this is Thunderstruck. She sent these for
She's
giveaways.
awesome.
So these are going
Well,
to go in our, what did she do?
Well, I don't know. She just sent them.
Okay,
I just think together they would make like an awesome shawl or
because
something.
there is a little
Or
bit
towel.
of like grapey.
I think they should stay together.
I do too.
Her yarn is beautiful. She's in Virginia. And I did design a pair of socks using her yarn for the Nomadicness issue 4.
Yeah.
So I feel like now we kind of have this connection, but yet we've still never met in person. So I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Right.
But how vivid and gorgeous and beautiful her yarn is.
It is.
And she's an amazing human. So go check her
She is
out.
an amazing
We
human.
will link her website.
Show us your pattern.
Okay, so this is something that just came to our attention. It's brand new. It's another Canadian designer / podcast. This is the Choose Love Shawl. And there's a podcast from Ontario with 3 friends, 2 sisters and a BFF. And it's called the Forest City Knit Girls. And they have just designed, Patty designed this DK weight shawl. A big triangle shawl with tassels.
I do love a
Which is
tassel.
so awesome.
I love the colors it's knit in.
It is, isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
It is just released. It is 100% of the proceeds are going to support Black Women of Canada and the Black Youth Helpline. So 50% of the sales will go to Black Youth Canada and 50% will go to the Black Women?
I'll be buying that today.
Right. So Black Women of Canada, the London chapter, London, Ontario, which is near where these ladies are from.
Okay.
And then Black Youth Helpline. So as far as racial inequality and injustice, these ladies are doing their part, and all of the proceeds are going to go there. They're doing a thing. And
Yes, I love it.
I think it's a great thing, and I can't wait to support it. So I purchased my copy, and not only that, you're getting a gorgeous shawl. And check out their YouTube channel while you're at it, because they're very sweet. They knit a ton of things. They knit a lot. Like sweaters and everything. They're just constantly knitting. So thank you, Patty and the ladies, for letting us know about your new design. It literally just went up yesterday. So that's exciting.
I think it's a
I
beautiful
love a triangle,
shawl.
big
I do
squishy
too.
shawl. And I love supporting people and being able to support people, right? Like when people put things up and gives you the opportunity to make some support in the
I
right
love it.
direction.
Yeah.
It makes me really happy. So
Love it.
yes.
Hi, Tacoma. So I have Mackenzie's sock set parade.
To the max.
And you know what they did?
I feel like you should have shown me this before because people go straight to the website
I'll
and
save it.
buy the ones I love. No,
I'll
I'm
save
just
it.
kidding. I don't need anymore.
I don't know the
Jodi.
names because they were photographed, but they're all in her shop right now.
And they all look different, so you'll know when you see it.
They look very different. I was going to say something. Oh, this is what I was going to say. They've made, so I'm showing the fingering version. There's DK sock sets.
What?
Of the same colorways. Do you know I went on?
DK merino nylon?
Yes.
Wow.
I went on Ravelry and there's over 1,500 free DK sock patterns.
Isn't that great?
Right.
Well, and you want to, I'm not kidding. I am starting to knit for gifts.
Yes.
So you want to knit a fast gift?
DK socks.
Socks for sure.
Right.
But it's a sock set, and that is just a term. It
Right.
is not a direction. You don't have to knit socks.
Yeah.
It's going to make an awesome hat. It's going to make an awesome cowl. It's going to make whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I think DK socks are amazing.
I agree. So I'm going to go through all of these. I don't know the colors, but you'll be able to find them.
Oh,
This has got a mossy green and a navy
I love it.
and red through
That's
that one.
really, 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 really
With a
pretty.
navy mini. This one's really fun.
Yes.
This has got a couple different purples in there with a fluorescent yellow
That's going to be so gorgeous.
mini. This has got a real pop. This is like an ultraviolet purple.
What do you think about the neon? I'm just crazy
I love the
about that.
neon. Love. So all of these.
Especially with the gray. Like this
Yeah.
this neon with the gray. Wow.
Okay, this is a little bit opposite where the neons are on the big yarn and then this is like.
Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So beautiful.
Okay, this.
I want a DK one of those.
Yes. Look at this green.
Yeah, I
It's
love
called
it.
lime something, and then there's 3 different color pinks over top of this one. That's
Stop
awesome.
it.
This is fun. This is a greenish and a bluish with some speckles on it.
I love that jadey minty. That's brighter, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not a soft mint, it's kind of a bright one. I
This
love
is
that.
a kind of grello, kind of a muted yellow, and it's
That's
got
really
a
pretty.
really tonal plummy mini.
Love it.
This is pretty.
Oh.
The actual the DK weight takes the color a little bit differently.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it 80-20 too?
Yes.
well?
This has got like a mossy green on it, and then a few different pinks over top.
That is super pretty.
I thought that was pretty.
Yes.
This is that red again with maybe the nautical blue.
That one makes me think of Shark Week.
That's a good name. Blood in the water.
I think there are some that are like that,
That is a good
right?
one. That does look Shark Weeky.
It's gorgeous.
This
Oh,
I love.
I love it. That one might be
Love.
my favorite.
Yeah,
Well,
I do love
I don't know.
it.
How do you pick a
I
favorite?
know.
They're all so gorgeous. But
agree.
this is similar to that brick color that you showed
Yes.
earlier, and I really love it with the blue and the green.
This one has got a tonal
Finding Nemo
orange.
makes me think of Finding Nemo.
Yes, that's a good.
Okay, that's fun.
And then it's got a fun speckled and variegated mini.
oh, I love it. That's a very bright, fun. That's a traffic cone orange, right?
It is traffic cone orange. It's awesome.
I love it.
And then this one was the third installment of the. You know that we had tobacco rose, we had cigar, and
What's this?
well, I was going to call it cigarello, but I'm not sure what Mackenzie actually did name it. But it's got.
It's a really snotty gold, like the greeny.
This is the tobacco colorway.
That is the same?
Yes,
Okay.
but in
I love
different
it.
concentration. So it's not quite. It's a little more
It's
tonal.
bolder with the.
And it's got a real vibrant, bright dark pink and
It's
navy
Super pretty.
speckled with the light pink mini. And everything in Mackenzie's shop is on sale through the weekend.
Look at that.
They've been busy. So these are the fingering. You can choose between fingering or DK.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
So-
They've been busy.
Yeah, they put together great
and some super fun summery.
That
I just can't even.
I'm obsessed.
I just can't even.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome with it? Make it a micro stripe with the pink and the green and a black.
Well,
knee?
as soon as that was put together, I was thinking, oh, well, now I've got to do several versions.
But it will be really, it's still very
Like
tonal.
speckled.
Very tonal.
Yes.
Right?
Because there's actually 3 pinks on there.
Yeah, you can see there's lots of different, there's depth of color.
Yeah.
I can't even. That one.
I know.
That
I
one's
can't
that.
even.
Well, busy brown household.
Yes, it was busy.
All right.
I'm
it
kind
is
of over
now-
being busy for 5 minutes.
Well, then I think you should go put your feet up for the rest of the day. Go knit a hat.
I feel like I'm going to watch movies and knit a hat. I've got so much sewing to do, it can all wait till next week.
Well, that's the thing when you work at home, right? Like
Yeah.
you have to.
Well, and I haven't taken
shut
time
the
off this
door.
summer.
Right. You normally have a few weeks.
And the nice thing about having the extended ship times on my bags
yeah.
is if something ever comes up, if life happens.
I think Mackenzie's on our live right now.
Oh, nice. So, hello, Mackenzie. What is their name under?
Well, it said Mackenzie something.
Or did somebody say Mackenzie Daniluk?
Yeah.
No, they are watching.
Okay.
So if you're looking for Mackenzie's yarn, I will put a link in the description box below as well.
Yeah, it'll be in Ravelry for sure. The Etsy.
If you Google To the Macks Yarn Co. Etsy. To the Macks Yarn Co. and Etsy.
Yes.
I think I'm going to be dyeing a lot of this.
Wow.
I want to dye. I'll save one for you. Do you want DK or do you want fingering?
It's just so beautiful. I love it.
I love it so much. I'll do a tube. I'll give you these for Christmas.
Okay.
I'll do pink ones
That's
for you
even
for
better.
Christmas.
I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Yes, but I don't know that I would
feel
get
like-
to it right away.
I
That's
feel like-
really pretty.
I feel like this could be for Jackson Shark Week,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
I don't know what they named it. Anyway.
And you'll come over tomorrow morning and we'll crank a tube, have some
Yeah,
coffee
I'm not
with
going to bring
Amber.
the last 2 times that's all I've done is crank tubes.
Right.
I think I'm going to bring 2 instead
Okay.
of 4 or 5.
We should sit out here. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?
Yes, it's supposed to be
Ew.
awful. If it's not raining, I'd love to sit outside.
Okay, so we used to meet our friend Amber for coffee at the coffee shop, and we would like get a little treat, like a breakfast sandwich or whatever. Now our new version is skip the dishes, cinnamon buns, and then cranking tubes in the living room.
Okay, you know what's really funny? I have to tell you this. I have a scale in my room, and I don't get on it a lot. But
Like for people weighing?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. But sometimes I'd like to know, like, oh
What?
shit, it's time to like cut something
The
up.
oh shit moment?
Yeah. But I got on the scale last week, and I don't know if something's under the lip, but I'm like, holy shit, I lost
put a
10
brick-
pounds this month.
You lost?
Yeah,
Really?
10 pounds. This was last week. And
Hey,
then
well,
I-
that's better than the other way.
No. And then I got it back on this morning. I don't know if something was under the lip preventing it from...
Oh.
So for a week, I've just been like... No, you're still the same.
You're still
I
awesome.
got on this morning
You're
thinking...
still awesome,
yes.
but the number is different.
I got on this morning thinking, oh shit, maybe I lost more weight. Maybe my medication is one of those ones that you automatically... No, it's not.
Right.
It's not
I
that.
would like to be put on something that's got appetite suppressant.
I would
And I
like...
don't feel like I eat a lot, but I'm not active enough, that's for sure. And I don't eat breakfast. Everybody says you gotta eat breakfast.
I love some
I'm
fruit
an
in there.
evening grazer. It's the worst. I feel like I know my issues and I'm just not
Here's the
fixing
trouble.
them.
If I want breakfast, I want it to be a sausage and egg McMuffin or eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
And that's just not conducive to
To
healthy
what?
living.
Eggs Benedict. And Eggs Benedict is for sure my favorite brunch food. And
love
brunch,
it.
brunch might be my favorite meal. Or appetizers instead of a full meal.
That make ahead Christmas morning.
Yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it.
I'm ordering skip the dishes for dinner.
Are you?
Yes. I'm
Great.
telling the kids you're on your own. They can order skip the dishes themselves, but don't rely on me.
So how do you know when the scale was right, though? It might have been right last week.
No, because I'm back to where I thought I was.
No.
Right? Like I thought, this is weird that I'm down 10 pounds and haven't done anything.
Well, and then you think, oh my gosh, why am I just dropping weight all of
right.
a sudden?
Yeah.
Vincent's
we
going to
will
make us
have a-
Eggs Benedict. Oh my God. Yes.
Will you serve it in bed?
Yes.
And do you want to be the big spoon or the little spoon?
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, well, I feel like we've even answered questions already, and maybe we should hit the road. It's starting to get hot.
Yeah.
I'm schwitzing.
It is 12:26.
It is. Middle
2.5.
spoon.
Thank
Grocery
you,
girl
Vincent.
sandwich.
Oh, I thought I was going to be the middle spoon with you and Max.
Oh, let's get clear. Poor Max.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Okay, what does she call it? Oh, strawberry daiquiri, Mackenzie. They called it this. Strawberry daiquiri.
Sure.
No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Okay, they did.
Somebody's asking. There you go. To the Macks Yarn Co. And if you go back to our show notes a couple times ago, even it's linked. Anytime we show the yarn, it's linked. So
2 videos ago, I believe it's linked down below in our video.
this is crazy. This is gonna make amazing.
Actually, that's going to be a micro stripe because that's half gray.
That's gonna be gorgeous, Jodi. I feel like you should crank that tube.
I thought that would be good for Mackenzie for her birthday.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all.
It's hard.
It really is hard. That's what she said. Okay. Maybe we should go now.
146 minutes.
It's ridiculous. I feel like YouTube's going to kick us off for being long-winded.
Yeah.
So what?
Delete.
Delete.
The trouble is having a home office, it's always taunting.
Like you should be at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I may do? Work for an hour when I get home. I can get a lot done in an hour.
Or just give yourself a task. Like I'm only going to work up to here. I'm going to do this step.
Yeah.
Because it does. Time
Let me
gets
tell
away.
you, this summer I have not been working 8 solid hours in the office.
Well, but I think that's good
6.
too. I think that's
But
good too.
I'm not work to the bone. I'm not suggesting
And
that.
I think you were saying that you're doing pre-orders now so you can have a pace that's not as frantic, right?
Because I do love to dye with Mackenzie. They get all the colors together. I do the actual dyeing.
Yeah, so
And-
even when you think you're having fun, you're working.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So are we going to keep up this pace through September, through the fall?
I'm going to be 100% honest. I love every second week because then I have more to share.
Yeah.
But then I come and visit and I'm enjoying that too.
Yeah.
So I think we just go with whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
And right now we don't have...
I feel like come the end of this month, let's reevaluate.
Even every second week would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we would do some Instagram lives in between for an hour.
Yeah.
I do love to have more knitting to share. That's all.
Right.
And it will take me a little while to do show notes. They take at least an hour. Anyway, and to take pictures of things and open Ravelry threads and stuff like that. So, an hour and a half to get after this,
Yeah.
which isn't so bad.
Ooh, I'm getting a pimple right
It's not
here
so
in the
bad.
corner of my nose. It's
I
one
think
of the.
you should pierce your nose.
I do too, Tracie.
Jodi, that picture of your new Rosy Sunshine hat, and it's on the side with Maddie's got her pierced nose.
And it's the tiniest diamond
How come
chip.
you don't have that done yet? You've always wanted to do it. Go do
Always.
that. Go do
I'm
that
going
today.
to.
Go do it today.
I love you, Gay.
I love you, Gay.
I hope you've had a good birthday week. I think everyone should feel spoiled
I
on
hope you
their
had
birthday.
your favorite meal last night for dinner. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a COVID birthday. But it's fun.
I hope that darn Shelby cooked you dinner.
Air fried chicken wings, sign me up. I have.
Oh yeah, Vincent got his nose pierced.
Right.
Actually, it's funny you say that.
I can't believe you haven't done it yet.
Maddie has to go because it gets swollen. So they have and by the time 6 weeks later, you have to get the bar reduced a little bit because they put a longer one in to allow for the swelling
So it's
for the first 6 weeks.
Okay, I gotcha.
So when the swelling goes down, the bar is slightly a millimeter or so too long, and so it's loose.
Right.
She needs to get her bar shortened.
Gay said she had salmon and salad, which on a hot day.
That sounds so good.
That sounds amazing. And it's all about just spending time and relaxing and being with the people you love. So I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, Jode, I honestly, when I saw that picture today, I thought, geez, you know what? I'm shocked you don't have one.
I'm shocked
Jordan's
too.
got one?
I'm going to do it. I might not do it today.
You're the odd.
Because those girls have to go with me.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like doing that stuff by myself. They don't let you go back. Like when you go back to get it done, only one person is allowed
But
at
you
the
want
tattoo
moral
parlor.
support.
Yes.
Well, I would always go if you want, but
No, I know.
they'll go with you too.
Okay, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Off to
Off
paint
to
my
paint my
brick.
brick hat. Ooh. Jane says don't do it. I say do it because even if you decide later you don't like it, they grow in easy, right?
I've always wanted it.
You have always wanted one.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised you haven't. I think when the world opens up again, we've got to get another Grocery Girls tattoo.
Okay, when we get to 50,000, you guys don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I know there's a lot of you out there that don't. And we don't ask every time, but please like and subscribe to this video channel of ours. Let's do something fun. I'm never going to jump out of a plane. I'm not going to do those adrenaline things. I want another tattoo.
I can see myself jumping out of a plane.
No, you cannot. Tracie, someone died last month. Their family was on the ground from graduating high school.
No, I didn't know
She
that.
was tandem doing it. Both shoots didn't, and they died.
How is that possible that
I
both
have
shoots
no
don't
idea.
open?
Don't do it.
I always thought for my 80th birthday I would do it.
I'll push you out. Don't do it.
Attached to a really hot guy, like a
Right,
young guy.
his shoot didn't even open.
What the heck? I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
God, that's awful.
Sorry to put a downer on it. Don't
Way
do
to
it.
shit all over my parade.
Don't do it. Get a nose pierce.
Okay.
Listen, I got my nipple pierced. It couldn't hurt more than that. It's not because it hurts.
I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna do.
I don't want to do that.
It hurt a lot.
Jodi, I don't.
Like
wanna
they
do
clamp
that.
on it. You know those clamps at doctors'
No.
offices?
Yes.
Like where they clamp it and it sticks. Like
Okay.
it's got.
As soon as they pull that out of the drawer, I'd be like, later.
No.
I don't really want it
Yeah.
that badly. Nose piercing doesn't hurt. 'Cause
No.
ear piercing to me, I feel like it's very similar to ear piercing, and that's only a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I'm not much. Yeah. Ew. No. I don't
Anyway.
think so. Okay, so that's a really weird way to end it, but I think that's where we're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Nipple piercings
So
and nose
have
piercing.
a great week, everybody.
Okay. Goodbye.
Go check out Jodi's hat and this beautiful shawl on
Yes.
Ravelry.
You'll find show notes, the link in the description box below.
Yes. 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 So I hope you have a great day wherever you are and you do something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Don't watch the news so much.
I love watching everybody's comments.
Me too. Thanks for coming by if you were here live, and big hello to the guys that come back later. Somebody said giveaway. Yes, we did. Oh, shoot. We didn't announce it. Damn it. Okay. I do have her name. Are you ready for it? Thank you for reminding me.
Maybe it was them.
The U-Knit Gold Shawl giveaway from last week. The winner is Lauren B. Lauren B.
LAURENB.
So we will also put that in Ravelry. Thank you for reminding us. I feel like I thought we were organized, and we're just not.
You enter the giveaway. There is a thread.
They're always in Ravelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, always in Ravelry.
This afternoon.
Landry said happy. Hi, Landry.
Did you hear Landry say happy?
Yes.
She said it very clear.
Yes.
Hi, Landry. You know what she loves? When I FaceTime and show her the kitten.
Aw.
Yeah.
She needs a kitten, Cherie.
She does.
Because your life's not crazy enough.
You're a terrible parent if you don't buy a kitten.
Maybe a kitten will keep her out of your dye stash and your yarn. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, have a great, great,
Yeah.
great day, great week.
We will see you next week.
See you next time. Mwah. Love you guys.